this might be a little bit loud. I apologize.
Because Nick told me to.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Clucking the chowds.
That's right, Beecher. We're just here clucking the chows. Wait, hang on. Now it's official. Pal, there it is. Well, hello and welcome, everybody. Mother Truckin' welcome and hello. It is Thursday, which means that it's Mother Truckin' Vlog Day. That's what that means right there. MTVD, hashtag Mother Truckin' Vlog Day. You found it. You're in the right spot. You found it. I'm stoked tonight. I'm stoked to see you guys here. You can't hide from me in the chat. Lady Liberty, Stepping on Legos, LJ, CJ, Steven, George Boy, Joe Simo, Ben, James, Glopes is here. Billy Rice is here. Microwave Oven's here. Janine, Paul, QHB, Quilly, Jason, Apes. Appreciate you guys. I always say that you can't hide from me in the chat, but a lot of people do a really good job of, like, I sometimes go back and just watch old vlogs for maybe clips or, you know, just to, I don't know, watch my game. You know, it's like a post-game thing. I'll go back and watch some vlogs and I'll watch the chat replay, and the level of chats that happen that I feel like I try to have a pretty good idea. Let's go, Galicia So. On what's going on in the chat. I can see some things. I see phrasing. I see Tribal Buddha. I can see Vlog Day is luckily always a day off from Quilly. I catch some things. But man, there's a lot of chat that goes by that I just don't see. And it's a lot, and I'm sorry. And I didn't even realize it. You know, while it's going on, while it's happening, I do my best. You know, you guys know, damn it, you know I got to do my best. I try my best. But hey, what's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here. It's Mother Truckin' Thursday. Like I said, let me give you a Mother Truckin' rundown as far as what's going on, what's coming up tonight. Hey, it always says hello or hey or sup or something at the top. Today it says hey, 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 T-Bolt. Also, J Money Landshark, I think we'll get to this in a second. I think you owe me some money. We do have a beer tonight. We have a beer I'm really looking forward to tonight. We're going to do some What I've Been Vaping. We're going to do some UK news, like right at the top of the stream, just for the UK people who still might be awake right now, because there's some nonsense happening in the UK. So we need to talk about that. We're going to do What I've Been Vaping. We're going to do Assignment America. We're going to have some regular news that's like US, Australia, Canada, like some other news. I'm trying not to drag it out too long, but you guys, there's a lot going on, and I'm trying to accomplish having story time with GrimmGreen tonight. We're going to read a full article that's just chef's kiss of an article. I love the shit out of it. We're going to sing happy birthday, so throw your birthdays up in the chat. We're going to do retro vaping. I got some mail. I kind of want to react to an old video, but if we don't have time, then that's the thing that's going to fall off the schedule. And then we're going to wrap it up with a very random liquid tasting. I picked out like 9 liquids back here that I want to taste every single one of them, but there'll only be room for one tonight. Your niece's first birthday, Mazikeen? All right, Mazikeen. Heck yeah, happy birthday, Mazikeen. And I can't forget tonight's biggest birthday. It's Kent. Kent Hill's birthday was a few days ago. And I made Dwayne a whole big reel on Instagram, and I hit up Kent on the side, like in a non-public way. And now I feel like I need to sing happy birthday just for Kent. It'll be separate from the rest of everybody. It's just the birthday song just for Kent. Just because he's my buddy and I miss him. I miss him. But damn it, let's get into this. There's just, there's a lot going on, and I think the best way to start this off is by hitting that like button. Yeah, it really helps out. Actually, any interaction on a video helps out. Even if you hit the dislike button, it still counts as like a good thing to me. Sexy King Phil, bro? Sex King Phil, bro? Hell yeah, okay. Bro. Sex King feels bro. All right. Well, let's get into this. Let's kind of get into this. I think we're going to start with beer. I think that's how the vlog just starts, right? It's been like that for a number of years now. So we might as well just, drink through the head like a man. Do you like that vapey transition? This is what we got tonight. Got to give a tremendously huge shout out to Big Harlem. YOYOY to you, Big Harlem. He sent me over some beers. We drank the first one last week, and it was like, honestly, life-changingly good beer. And now I know the rules about this beer, and I know I have to roll it back and forth. In fact, we could get to the rolling cam. We can get to the rolling cam because I'm going to roll this back and forth like I'm told. You got to stay hydrated. If you're not staying hydrated, you're doing yourself a big disservice, You're doing yourself a big disservice. It is a Wookiee. It is a freaking Wookiee. And they say to roll these because there's like sediment and like apparently chunks of cake or something in it. So I'm going to pour this into a freshly rinsed out pint glass, even though it doesn't look like it. I promise it's been freshly rinsed out. Shout out to Josh, old Vaping Jedi. Old Vaping Jedi got me this mug, the Moss Isley Trading Company mug. Mug? That's not a mug. Who calls that a mug? That's a pint glass, my friends. That is a pint glass. YOYOY Mike D. I'm really excited about this, so we're just going to... Actually, let me read it to you first. American Sour. It's 1 pint, 5% alcohol, brewed by RAR Brewing. And the description says, brewed with copious amounts of blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, black currants, vanilla cake, cream cheese icing, and lactose. What? That sounds freaking amazing. Oh, it's got lactose, baby. It's got lactose. Thankfully, I'm fairly lactose tolerant. If I eat like a lot of ice cream, it messes with me. Like a lot of ice cream will mess with me, but I'm in. Let's lactose this up. Oh, here we're pouring. I should have done the hard pour to get rid of the foam, you see. Yeah, right over the keyboard. So old school. Look at these elite pouring skills. Oh, buddy. Woo. Okay. That's what I'm after. You see that? Look at this. That just looks delicious. It's so you're no seeing through this. This is completely like opaque, non-transparent. Look at all the sediment floating in there. Let's top this off. I'm not going to not top this off. Oh yeah, look at that. I poured a big chunk of like whatever sediment is in there. You see it separating? This is going to be good. Has anybody had these before? Outside of Big Harlem, the Out of Order from RAR Brewing? 10 out of 10. Based on the one that I've had, I'm going to give all of these a 10. Perfect 10 banana stickers. Cheers, you guys. Hope you got something delicious with you tonight. Yeah, of course that's amazing. This is like, legitimately, I know I said last week it was like drinking a milkshake. This is like drinking a really sweet smoothie. Like blueberries, yes. Strawberries, yes. Cakey sweetness, yes. Like frosting sweetness, yes. This is like drinking candy. Literally like drinking candy. Tone Ohm. I can't recommend this brewery enough. This is my first experience with them, but damn it, this is good. This is delicious. Delicious. Just like I said, it tastes like candy. It tastes like I'm drinking a Slurpee. It's like strawberry, blueberry, sweetness. I don't know. There's blackberries, black currants. I get a little bit of like the really sweet frosting of it. And there's a little vanilla cakey kind of thing happening. This is candy. This is alcohol drinking candy. I mean, I really want my wife to taste this. I'll be right back. I'm going to get my wife to taste this real quick. I have... The best reaction I could have hoped for out of her. She takes a little sip. I'm like, just take a little sip. She takes a little sip. She just goes, what the fuck is going on there? And then we discussed it. I like to get my wife to taste things because she's got some sort of super palate. I can't explain it. She picks out weird little nuances and delicacies like in liquids and in foods. And, you know, she tastes things that are a super taster is the only person that can taste these things. I think my wife is a super taster. This is delicious. Freaking delicious. If I had to pair it with something, this Amatorium Raspberry Ripple is probably going to be the bomb.com. Hang on. I feel like I have a burp coming. There it is. There it is. Is it a Harry Potter portion? It's a Wookiee-sized portion. Can't do it on command. But Blaze Max, Amatorium, Raspberry Ripple is on the inside. I legitimately think, you know, I've said it too many times, but this could be the best beer pairing we've ever had. Could be. I think she is a super taster. Like her palate is the palate that's behind the cornflake sugar cookie that Baked did. Like that was her little project, and it's unreal. Like it's so good. It's crazy good. Anyway, Amatorium Raspberry Ripple. Woo! Let's go. Shut up. Shut up. I'm going to have to write this down that this was the best beer pairing. We're going to do August 29th. I think we've already had a few perfect beer pairings this month. August 29th, 2024, best beer pairing. I have 3 or 4 other best beer pairings, so maybe we're going to have to recreate all of the best beer pairings, but this Amatorium, I got it on my keyboard. This Amatorium is crazy good. It's crazy good liquid, and it's perfect with this. Like it brings out the whatever raspberry, strawberry, like berry components of this. They're overwhelming to begin with, but this takes it over the top. Over the top. That is goofy. That is goofy. That is so crazy good. The rest of the vlog could just be me drinking and vaping this because it's so good. It won't be, but it could be. I want you to know it could be. All right. Dang, beer. Big Harlem, I really can't thank you enough. These beers have been some of the tastiest ones that have ever come across my desk, been in my kitchen. They're amazing. These are good beers. Damn hell-ass good beers. All right, well, now that we got a beer going through us, we got a little, pep in our step. Let's check in on the Super Chats. I think I saw 1 or 2 come in. You got to take care of business, as they say. Take care of business every day. Oh, there's a bunch. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. There's never any obligation for Super Chats. It is always really very appreciated. We got the Speed Sweep. Say, hey, cool kids, David from France again. Tomorrow, the 30th, will be my 1-year vape-versary. Nick, you didn't tell me about the lowrider. If you want some, where can I DM you? Well, with fist bump for everyone tonight, hashtag replay crew. Hell yeah, the speed sweep. I don't know. Email me. info@grimmgreen.com. Nobody else email me there. Only the speed sweep. Email info@grimmgreen.com. Okay. Nobody else heard it? Okay. Just him? Okay. Info@grimmgreen.com. No, he's the only one that can email me there. Okay. Chef Seamus. That's very gracious of you. Something, and everybody laughs. Here's $5. Happy MTVD, everyone. Low effort comedy. Low effort comedy. I mean, I chuckled a little bit, Seamus, but low effort comedy gets low effort laughs. That's just reality. That's just reality. Appreciate you, Seamus. I really do. Kaz. Hashtag MTVD vlog is a snack. It's because I shaved. It's because I'm back on the mustache train. It's because I'm back on the Zappa train. Yeah, I know. I'm wearing my best shirt. It's my best fitting shirt. I'm wearing my best fitting hat to cover up the wings. Freshly shaved, freshly showered. I mean, I'm not going to lie, Kaz. I kind of feel like a snack, my dude. I kind of feel like it. Gunny, I just dropping a sawbuck to say I'm so happy to have a chill job again. Love you, Nick. Gunny, dude, yes, I am pumped for you. I'm glad you're back in your element. I'm glad you have a chill job. A job just changes your whole worldview. Bad jobs, everybody remembers bad jobs. You work bad jobs. I remember working at a car wash. I worked at a car wash in Carson City, okay? This isn't like some sprawling metropolis of cars. It's just a podunk town, real small. It's the capital of Nevada, real small town, real small town. And I worked at a car wash, and there was one person above me. It was like the car wash workers, and then there was like Supervisor Dave. Supervisor Dave had long hair and a ponytail, and the least amount of power I've ever seen go to someone's head. The least amount of power I've ever seen go to someone's head. I'm like, dude, you are a supervisor at a car wash, okay? You're not bossing me around like that. You're not bossing me around like that. You're not going to give me like punishment to go pick weeds. Like we work at a car wash, my dude. That was a shitty job. Man, that was a shitty job. Vape shop though, that's the dream. That's the dream. Someday I'm going to open my own vape shop. Ben Moosedale, appreciate you. First ever live due to living in the world-leading country of Australia, so I had to send you some beer money. Ben, what time is it over there? I feel like it's like 6 a.m. there, 7 a.m. there, something like that. Ben's up early. But yes, Australia. We're going to talk a little bit about Australia tonight. Just a little bit about Australia tonight. It's not good. It's not good in Australia. Mike T, 206, just want to say YOYOY and happy birthday to Kent. Hell yeah. Wondering if I could get a birthday shout out to my beautiful and amazing wife, Cindy. Yes. Mike's wife, Cindy. Yeah, we're going to sing happy birthday a little bit later on in the vlog, but hell yeah, we'll shout her out right now. Happy birthday to the beautiful wife, Cindy. Absolutely. Frank, YOYOY. YOYOY Frank says, yo everyone, I just love vlog day. Frank, me too. It's good times, right? Barbara Burgess, that's very gracious of you. It's been a poop week. She used the poop emoji. It's been a poop week, but I got a peppermint shake, a banana split, and the vlog on my TV. Things are looking up. Hey, Vape fam, love you. Barbara, hey, love you, cuz. Love you, cousin. Damn, thank you guys for those super chats. There's never any obligation, but you guys are always very gracious. I really appreciate that. Now, okay, here's the thing. Are there UK peeps in the house? We're going to do just a hair of news. Just a hair of UK news. News, yeah. See? Short bumper, short news. Short bumper, short news. And this is essentially just the United Kingdom. This is, global, because when we think of the, global harm reduction, the global vape community, this affects us, but this really, 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 hella chats. That means there's a raw chuck hella chat. and we're going to get it. Give me one sec. Hella chats. Someday. You know what? Someday I will remember the hella chats. I know it's been literal years that I haven't remembered the super chats, but eventually I'm going to. Raw Chuck, that is very gracious of you. I know you're humble, but you're my idea of what a YouTube vape channel can be. I don't do vape stuff. I don't do vape stuff, but I can still borrow from your stuff without actually stealing. Steal away, thief away, steal away. And that's very meaningful. Like, that's very touching, Raw Chuck. I'm your idea of what a YouTube vape channel can be. I mean, thank you. Thank you. That's unbelievable. You know, I constantly feel like I don't know, behind the times. You know, I always want my channel to be better, and I want my videos to be better and be more engaging and be more entertaining. And you know, I always want to try to be better. And so, I mean, that's a hell of a compliment, Chuck. That's a hell of a compliment. I really appreciate that. You have no idea. You have no idea. But now it's official. News, yeah. Just some quick UK news, because the UK, you guys, the UK, whoa, going out of control. Remember once upon a time where the UK, the United Kingdom, was like the bastion of harm reduction, where they had the Royal College of Physicians and the 95% less harmful, and this is harm reduction for people who smoke, and the government's behind it with the Stop to Swap campaign, and there's vape shops flourishing everywhere, and the UK was just this, they can do no wrong. They're saving lives. They're going to reach their smoke-free goal. Everything's amazing. They still have flavors. They got no youth vaping. It's the UK. It's just the bastion of vaping. Well, what I would say is, hang on, not so fast, not if the British Medical Association has anything to say about it. The British Medical Association is really, really digging their heels in the United Kingdom and are... They want vaping gone. They want vaping banned. It's crazy to read the things that the British Medical Association says. Vapes have been found to aid in smoking cessation. However, they are not intended to be used beyond this purpose. Not intended to be used beyond this purpose. Which, I mean, that begs the question from me to the British Medical Association, what's the purpose of cigarettes? If I can only vape to get off of cigarettes, and that's the purpose of vaping, what is the purpose of cigarettes? I'm just curious, because by posing this question, you're saying that cigarettes have some sort of purpose because vapes have a purpose. Or do cigarettes have no purpose? They're just for enjoyment. They're just for nicotine. They're just for adults who decide to smoke, for them to smoke cigarettes. They don't want you vaping for fun. And I know the fun aspect of this is something that really sticks in their craw, but they don't want you to vape to have fun. They don't want you to enjoy quitting, because quitting is supposed to be the punishment for the horrible decision you made to smoke cigarettes. Quitting should be hard. It should be painful. It should be uncomfortable. You should go through withdrawals. That's your punishment for wanting to smoke cigarettes and then wanting to quit. It should be difficult. The fact that we enjoy vaping and that I enjoy this RTA more than I have ever enjoyed a cigarette in my life really, really upsets people. Really upset. Don't enjoy it. Don't enjoy it. Don't enjoy it. You think they're going to have like roving bands of, British Medical Association people wandering into vape shops, just wandering into people's homes, checking to see if they're smoking or vaping. And if they're vaping, they make sure that it's only for smoking cessation. No other purpose. No, no other purpose. Yes, Paul Cole, nailing it. The purpose of vaping is just a safer way for nicotine in general. Yes, that is the purpose. That is the purpose. It is, well, it's harm reduction. So real quick, let's just see what the UK government what the British Medical Association thinks the UK government should do. Recommendation number 1, ban the manufacture for commercial sale and the commercial sale of all disposable vapes on the ground of disproportionate or harmful use by children and young people and their adverse impact on the environment. Banning things always works. Banning things always works. Don't you know that when you ban something, you also reduce the demand for it? As soon as you ban something, the people that were interested in it, they're just suddenly not interested in it anymore. They go, well, it's banned. No more demand for that. The market hates a vacuum, and the illicit market will be there to fill the vacuum. Ban all non-tobacco vape flavors. That's a big one. Full-on flavor ban. Full-on flavor ban. We'll get to that in a second. I got a great video from a piece of shit doctor. Prohibit the use of all imagery, coloring, and branding on both the packaging and the vape device. Whatever. Fucking whatever. If that's what it takes, I'll buy liquid out of white plastic bottles that don't have any colors or graphics. I'll buy devices out of a white cardboard box that doesn't have any graphics or logos or anything like that. Sure. I don't care. It seems pointless. It seems like they're just trying to make vaping, which is the greatest quitting smoking aid ever devised by humans. It seems to me like they're trying to make vaping less appealing to the people whose lives it would actually save. And that makes me really wonder if the British Medical Association has their priorities in order. Reduce the visibility of vapes through further restrictions on all advertising and marketing, and ensure vapes are kept behind the counter and not on display shops and retail outlets. Did the British Medical Association ever do this for cigarettes? Or do they just go, oh, it's an 18 and over product, that's fine. Oh, it can be in convenience stores, that's fine. Cigarettes everywhere. Cigarettes over here, do you need a carton? Do you need some cigarettes? BMA has got you covered. Do you need cigarettes? What's that, you want a vape? No. I'm sorry. You don't get to vape. You only get to smoke cigarettes. Restriction number 6, implement tighter regulations on nicotine products such as nicotine pouches to prevent their availability and marketing towards children and young people. This should include age of sale restrictions, plain packaging, clear product contents information, and restricted point of sale displays. Nicotine pouches? The UK? Nicotine pouches, like non-tobacco nicotine pouches, the literal safest way possible to consume nicotine. Yeah. We're going to ban it. You're going to ban it. Yeah, they're going to ban it. Michael, this falls under the mind your own business. Like, thanks. I feel like that meme, where there's like a group of people hanging out and kind of keeping to themselves and enjoying, and then someone walks up right at the edge and says something, just to get a rise out of them. And then he turns around and gives them the thumbs up like, cool, fucking heard you, leave us alone. That's how I feel. I'm like, mind your own business. Just leave us the fuck alone. You don't get to tell me, leave me alone. It's like we're all sitting over here and we're all talking about how we quit smoking. We're all talking about our favorite flavors, maybe our favorite atomizer. We go, oh, is that a DIY? Oh, real cool. And then someone walks up on the edge and goes, vaping is just trading one addiction for another. I just want to turn around and go, cool. Fucking mind your own business. Mind your own business. That falls squarely under that. Thankfully, UKVIA is saying something. The UK Vaping Industry Association has their own recommendations for the UK that don't really align with the British Medical Association. In fact, do you want to hear a piece of shit doctor talk for a second? Hang on. Let's listen to a piece of shit doctor talk for a second. Listen to how condescending he sounds. Listen to how quit or die he sounds. It's crazy that we've come full circle all the way back around to quit or die. Trippy.
According to the latest estimates,
can you hear it?
Around 8% of 11 to
Hang on.
According to the latest estimates, around 8% of 11 to 17-year-olds vape. Although it's already illegal to sell e-cigarettes to anyone under 18, the British Medical Association says more needs to be done and quickly to protect children and young people from a vape epidemic.
Protecting children and young people. Protecting children and young people. I remember a vlog I did. I think it was in 2020, might have been in 2021, and I was talking about Bloomberg getting his greasy ass prohibition tentacles all over the UK. And I said, the UK needs to be careful. The UK needs to be careful. They're going to start drumming up support for flavor bans. They're going to start talking about the youth. They're going to start doing this. You're going to have a vape epidemic. Bloomberg's getting into the UK. Bloomberg's getting into the UK. Fast forward to 2024. What do we got in the UK? Oh, it's a youth vaping epidemic.
The BMA wants disposable vapes and all flavoured ones to be banned. It's also calling for curbs on how vapes are marketed and sold, similar to cigarettes, with plain packaging and products kept behind the counter.
If you're stopping smoking, you need a tobacco-flavoured vape to just transfer from one to another. There is no need for any of the colorants or any of the flavouring that we see at the moment. We don't want to see them advertised in an open forum. There's no point in having a shiny bubblegum flavour. It's just about providing a quit aid.
He basically just said, hey, you dumb fucking smokers, if you can't quit with a tobacco flavor, then tough shit. A doctor said that. A doctor said, if you can't quit with a tobacco flavor, tough shit. You don't need flavors. All you need is a tobacco flavor, you stupid fucking smokers. God damn it. Just vape the tobacco flavor or keep smoking cigarettes, but just leave me alone. Wow. I wonder if his bedside manner is good. Or I wonder if he's just a piece of shit all the time. Doc Strain, what's his name? I'm going to call this guy David Strain. Here he is. Here he is. This is the piece of shit. David Strain, you're a piece of shit. I think you're a piece of shit. I think you have no empathy. People who smoke cigarettes and want to quit need help, not lectures or condescending remarks like, oh, if you can't if you can't quit with a tobacco flavor, you dumb fucking idiot, then you don't get to quit at all. David Strain's a piece of shit. That's all. This is our week. Piece of shit of the week. Piece of shit of the week, David Strain. Hey, David Strain, piece of shit. Yeah, complete. Like total, like fully, like not even tastes like chocolate piece of shit. Not even tastes like chocolate piece of shit. Here's the last thing I wanted to show you about the UK. This person right here, let me pop this out real quick. Reem. I've been following Reem for, I feel like, a long time. She's a journalist in the UK, libertarian, pretty anti-government, but she chimes in occasionally on the vape debate. And she's pointed out that the BMA have put out a report today where they urge the government to take action to tackle the growing epidemic of vape use amongst children. Here's why they're wrong. The scale of youth vaping is over-exaggerated. Shocking. Shocking. They're exaggerating youth vaping numbers for their own prohibitionist agenda? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, let's look at the data. According to the data, fewer than 1 in 5 11 to 17-year-olds have ever vaped. This is ever use, which is actually down from the 20% it was in 2023. Here's the Action on Smoking and Health data. Fewer than 1 in 5 have ever vaped. 9.5% of 11 to 17-year-olds have tried vaping once or twice. 7.6% are current vapers. This is only occasional use. Occasional use, not even regular use. And regular use, 4.5%. And I don't know why this graph stops at 13%. If this graph was extrapolated up to 100% of youths, this little vaping blip wouldn't even be a speck on the graph. It would look like a little line just kind of going along the bottom with the millions of youth in the UK, and then like 4% of them are vaping regularly. And this is apparently such a huge number that they must be banned. Got to ban disposables. You got to ban all the flavors. You got to ban all the packaging, all the colors, all the shops. Shut them all down. To put this into context, double the number of 11 to 17-year-olds drink alcohol regularly than vape regularly. Double the number of kids drink regularly. It's inevitable that some teenagers will experiment with age-restricted products, but that's not a precedent for restricting such products for everyone as a result. To dub youth vaping an epidemic would require it to be widespread. The data just does not support this. E-cigs have literally saved millions and millions of smokers, and their actions are actually making it more difficult for smokers to quit smoking. British Medical Association just stomping through the UK like a goddamn T-Rex, destroying vaping, destroying it. And I go on this rant way too many times, so I'm not going to right now. But every government, every one of them, is taking everything that was great about vaping and fucking ruining it. Ruining it. Trashing it. You know what made vaping great? Variety. Variety in the marketplace, variety of liquids, variety of nicotine strengths, variety of flavors, variety of atomizers, variety of batteries, varieties of everything. Variety is the only thing that makes vaping awesome, besides, obviously everything else. But that's critical, and they're taking everything great about vaping and ruining it. Just ruining it. Makes me insane. So, UK, I'm sorry. UK I thought was untouchable, but apparently they're very touchable, and apparently the British Medical Association really wants to touch them. And you're getting touched. You're getting touched all over the place, UK. So that's going to end it. That's news and advocacy for the United Kingdom. I wanted to get this out of the way early so that any UK people might be able to catch it. See what you can do. Let's real quickly shift some gears again. And I would like to talk about some things I've been vaping, because we're getting to the point, again, I just have too much. Yeah, vaping doesn't just hurt tobacco sales. Vaping hurt, this is spot on, Underground Vapes. Vaping hurts tobacco sales, medical and government profits. Besides tobacco sales, healthy foods hurt in the same way. They rant about nicotine because it's addictive, but why is sugar in everything? We're going to get there. This is falling into the mind your own business. This is going to fall into the mind your own business. It's going to be great. I agree. Variety, my wife and I were literally just talking about this, but variety in everything. Variety in all things. What if they're like, well, from now on, brown pants. That's it. Everybody, if you're going to wear pants, they got to be brown. That's just the rule. Brown corduroy pants. That's what you have to wear. If you don't like it, tough shit. You want variety? Oh, what, you want to wear denim? Well, you want to wear jorts? You sicko? No. Brown, corduroy, pants, no variety. That's what you get. Brown, corduroy pants. Variety. Variety is everything. This tastes like yogurt. This beer, I finally decided, it tastes like strawberry yogurt. There it is. Yeah, the burden of choice. Look, I get paralyzed by choice constantly. I get paralyzed by choice. What's up, Unlucky Jimmy Grant? I see you, man. I get paralyzed by choice literally every time I get on like any streaming platform, like not platform, but service, I guess is what they're called. You go on to Netflix, it's like, hey, you want to watch 8 trillion things? I'm like, nope. You go to Amazon Prime, they're like, dude, you could watch 8 trillion more things over here. I'm like, hey, that sounds terrible. Paramount Plus, Hulu, you go to Max, and it's like, hey, we've just added 59 new movies. Do you want to watch them? Like, no, I don't want to watch anything now. I don't want to watch anything right now. I'm paralyzed by choice. Paralyzed. Unbelievable, UK. Unbelievable. So let's check in with Kitchen Guy. He's been waiting just so patiently. So patiently, Kitchen Guy waiting out there. We're going to check in with what I've been vaping. Kitchen Guy. Ready? Go.
What I've been vaping.
Hello. It's Kitchen Guy here to talk about the things that have really been getting vaped. And listen, here's the thing. Sometimes it's the wrong Kitchen Guy. So let me load up the correct Kitchen Guy.
What I've been vaping.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, just no big deal. It's just Kitchen Guy reporting for duty just to talk about the things that have been really getting vaped out here in the tertiary kitchen office area. The first thing that's been living in my hand quite a bit is that Rift. The Rift AIO. I got a Crypt Tank 2 in there. I have the Mob Prime or Ultra in there. I opened up the mouth to lung on this. Delightful, delightful. Shout out to Facemeat for the guava jelly on the inside, a different guava jelly. This is cheesier guava jelly, not the deep cuts guava jelly, different guava jelly. Very demure. That damn Orion with that damn Orion RBA, oh boy, OC 6 milligram mango on the inside. It's just a little fist banger. I really like it. I really like this. I've said 1,000 times how much I like it. There's reviews about how much I like it, so I'll just leave it there. I sometimes feel like during the What I've Been Vaping segment, like I have to do a tiny little micro review to justify why everything out here is getting vaped. There are 2 pods, Caliburn G3. The new Oxva Slim Pro 2 is out here as well. Same deep cuts guava jelly on the inside, both getting put through their paces. You know, this is gonna be for review soon. I don't know how Oxva gets such good flavor out of their pods, but they do. Still living that stubby life with the stubby RDTA on the inside with the Take, the mango sticky rice from, I believe it was Gunny. I think I say this every week. I should really remember who this came from, but I believe it was Gunny. Mango sticky rice, baller. That's just good. I've been lucky. Kitchen Guy's been lucky to have the Flow AIO literally this whole time. Since the last vlog, this has just stayed in Kitchen Guy's possession. It's got that fuck liquid on the inside. It's called BBC. It stands for Banana Brulee Custard. I know what it really stands for, but it's delicious in this. The Mob 2, the Flow, just, I'm not even gonna say it. Hand feel for days, I said it. God damn, that's a delightful vape. And I guess lastly, because I do need to do some cloud chasing out here, you know, I appreciate and enjoy every facet of vaping, every style of vaping, from pods and mouth to lung and rebuildables and restricted lung and Boros and RDAs and RTAs and yada yada. So I have to have a cloud chaser out here. It happens to be the Asgard, the first Asgard, not the Asgard. This is the Asgard Mini with the clear cap. I'm bad at this. Anyway, the mysterious Asgard is on top of the clear Silvercraft out of the Philippines, the Atlas mech. Just love this. Franken Atticus is on the inside, and I recently learned that this liquid just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Franken Atticus just straight up doesn't exist anymore. And that is, I mean, I feel a crime against humanity because this apple lime from the Fuji line is next level good. I can't believe how good this liquid is. I'm tempted to put that snow cap like icy shot in this, a little bit of culotta just to see what that does, but I like it so much right now. I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. Don't want to ruin it. See, I hate this part. That's it. That's the end. Kitchen Guy has to say goodbye. Let's see, do I have any other updates? I mean, I suppose not. My time here is over. I'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna throw it back to Desk Guy because of hashtag Desk Warriors and because of hashtag liquids he's not allowed to vape around his wife.
I don't know what, was there like a leaf right there? Was there did Kitchen Guy have like a leaf on his shoulder? It looks like a leaf. That was a weird, Leaf Boy. But yeah, here we are. Let's talk about some Desk Warriors. I've still been cranking away pretty good on that Calyx RTA that we set up last week. I haven't even refilled it. I've just been going slowly through like one tank. But it's restricted lug. It's nice and flavorful. It's just round wire in here, like literally a build from 2015. It's good. The flavor is good. I'm shocked by that. It's the old school on top of the Cthulhu. Yeah, mouth to lung, just amazingness. I switched out the drip tip for a slightly less dorky drip tip, little nubbin on there. Really enjoy this. This is also Facemeat's Guava.
That's a damn good mouth to lung RTA. Damn hell ass good. This we set up on the fiddle on Tuesday on Twitch. It's the Odin Mini, or the Odin Solo rather. What was this called? Maybe the Odin Mini with the bing. That's the Blotto Max on there. We did a little comparison of the Blotto Max versus the Blaze Max. Fascinating, interesting results. The Blaze Max, the Blotto Max, I've always thought it had really good flavor, and now I believe it has really, really, really good flavor. I mean, holy crap, that's good. I don't know how the flavor gets that good. What liquid is that? What are you? Shit, I better find out soon. What's in there? Oh, that's aliens are outside. That's aliens are outside. Aliens are outside, I think. Yeah, and I see Randy Watson in the chat. I appreciate everybody helping him out. Randy, I see your name, and I can't not think of Coming to America. Mr. Randy Watson. Randy Watson. Like, that boy's good. Yeah, good and terrible. That's what that reminds me of. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. Good luck on your journey. Good luck on your vape journey. I believe in you. This, yeah, it's a Hexome. What the hell? It's a Hexome with a Blaze Max. It's purple and purple. This was at the suggestion of the chat on Tuesday to set up the purple one on the purple one. Amazing. We already vaped this. Amatorium. Just busting on the inside. And I guess really the last thing I've really been vaping before I show you one more thing, I moved the Reload S to this mech life. What an underrated mech. I love it. 21700 busting, hits hard, and the Reload just looks perfect on there. Does that look perfect on there? Twisted Timmy, the sacred seal, the peanut butter of all peanut butters is on the inside. How does it get away with being that good? I don't get it, and I don't like it. It upsets me that it's that good. And then lastly here, this is the one I keep far away from myself, so I ration the liquid. But it's the Hexome, it's the Hexome with the Radix Alexa Milky Peach Gummy. And I want to show you this. Hang on. I want to show you this. Let me take a couple toots here. This is like life-changingly good juice. Yeah, the Vape Work stat, Lisa, was one of my favorite devices ever in the history of time, but I ruined mine. Maybe I still have the picture on my desktop. Oh, you just mean this? No, that's cool. But no, maybe I don't have it on my desktop anymore. I've ruined mine. I ruined my my Vape Worksaw MMK mech mod. Completely ruined it. I built it up and I put a battery in there and I was vaping it and I went to change the battery and I couldn't get the battery out. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I pushed it a little bit from the bottom and the wrap tore off and went in between the battery and the body of the mech. And so now, oh wait, it might actually be over here. I've been keeping it because I hate to get rid of it, but there's a battery essentially jammed into a mech mod and the battery is kind of slightly tilted, and it's because there's a double battery wrap wedging it in there and I can't get it out, and it's ruined. It's ruined. I mean, literally it's ruined, and it was devastating. I don't know if I'll ever get that battery out of there. I don't know if I ever will. But I want to show you. How clean this has stayed. This is like a month. This is like a month. I'm going to see if you can see how clean this has stayed. There is nothing on the coils. Nothing on the coils. That is clean. That is clean for weeks and weeks and weeks of use.
That is crazy that it stayed this clean. I've had liquids annihilate my coils in a few days, you know, and especially some Indonesian liquids with how sweetened they are. They can just destroy my coils. Oh, echo. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that echo. I'm expecting the echoes to happen in a second. Everyone's going to say, right? I feel like that's really clean for a full month of use. It might be even longer than a full month. Yeah, there was an echo for a second. Sorry. That's a leftover from Zelda. Clean. I'm just really impressed by that liquid. Not only the beautiful flavor that it is, but it stays clean in that coil. Shocked. I was shocked. I pulled that off with how sweet that liquid is. You know, I've pulled off Super Lunar Sweet Mango after a few days. I've been like, whoa, yeah, time to re-wig this. No. It's just stayed beautiful. Been really impressed by that. And what that's going to take us to is a few things that you guys have been vaping, as well as, what's that, J Money? Yeah, still here, just fundraising 10,000. So apparently there was a J Money Landshark. I didn't know this. One of my patrons, YOYOY to you, homie. During the patron stream, he said, I'll donate $10,000 to GrimmGreen if I win tonight. That's how confident I am in not winning. On Wednesday, you see, we do the boosh boxes. We do the boosh boxes on Wednesday. You know who ended up winning a boosh box? That's right. It was J Money Landshark. It was J Money Landshark who won a boosh box, which I think that means that you owe me $10,000. It's not a legal contract. I don't think it's very binding, but I think a screenshot of chat, it will hold up in court. I think that will hold up in court, J Money Landshark. That's tough. You know, that's tough. But
America, this is you.
just because I like to play it twice,
America, this is you.
that's right. It's Assignment America time, or as we call it on this here live stream, Assignment Planet Globe. I love seeing what everybody else vapes. It's just a sick obsession I have. It's a sickness, really. I should be ashamed of myself. I'm not. I just want to see what you're vaping. I want to see what keeps you off cigarettes. I want to see your favorite bangers, your beater mods, whatever you have. I want to see it. BMO. We got an email from BMO. Goes by BMO. That's his. Don't worry, there's more. He says, hey, Nick, I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 12. I live in Indonesia, so it's not surprising. I started vaping in 2014 with an EVOD pen, but still also smoking a pack a day. This is horrible. He says, my wife died recently. This is an old one. This is from 2023, and I didn't see it. He says, my wife died recently on August 28th. It's a year. It's exactly a year later, BMO. I'm so sorry to hear this. She died because of lung cancer. That caused him to quit smoking completely. He's 37 now. I sang happy birthday to him. He says it's been quite a long journey with vaping, but, I'm definitely depressed, but therapy helps. And now I want to stop completely. So just to give a message for others through you, please just try vaping. Try it. I don't care if it's mech mods, RDAs, or mods, or even a disposable, as long as you're not smoking. You listen it up? This is from BMO here. It's great for your health. My point is, you don't want to die. Think about your family, your spouse, your friends, and trust me, your life will be better. So here's some bangers. He's got a SAN AIO with Death Squad Vape Zoo e-liquid, the vanilla cake crumble, which is delicious, by the way. I've had this liquid. I have half a bottle of this liquid still. Delicious. He's also got a billet box. Nope. That's the Centaurus B80 with Boule Bolu. There's going to be a theme of Centauruses here tonight. That's the Centaurus, but he's also got a billet box. Where is it, BMO? There it is. He's got a billet box with the banana signature e-liquid in it. And then, that's the Centaurus B80 with Boule Bolu. Too many pictures on the screen. He still has all his gear. He says, I have a Twisted Messes V1, the V-God Mech, the Kennedy Ruby, the Noisy Cricket V2, a Fu Chai. He's got RDAs, RTAs, some Caliburn pods. Thank you for everything, Nick, especially your vlog on YouTube. It's like a therapy session for me. Love you, Nick. Hey, BMO, I love you too, man. I hope to be back in your country this year. He also says, P.S. Jamie Josta can't sing. That's right. I will always accept some hate breed hate. I will literally always accept some hate breed hate. So we had that Centaurus B80. I think we got another one from Dylan here. Dylan's vaping a Centaurus B80, the billet boxy looking Boro guy with Sad Boy Cookie, Shamrock Cookie, Sad Boy Shamrock Cookie. Sick. I feel like I have to get one of these Centaurus B80s now. I feel like I have to. Do I have to? No. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate you sending that in. We got Chris P. His last name starts with a P and his name's Chris, so I call him Crispy, and I don't know why that's so funny to me. Chris P writes in and says, Lost Vape Centaurus B80 AIO. I need to rewrap my batteries, but this is my first step into Boro mods. Hell yeah. Chris P with the Centaurus B80. Why are there so many Centaurus B80s out in the world, Lord Sigurd? Why? I need answers. Can't explain it. Maybe they're just popular. Had one from a fella named Nicholas. Solid, great name. What a stellar name. What a stellar name. But Nicholas writes in and says, Hi, GrimmGreen. Greetings from the Midwest. Been watching you and Mike Vapes and Bogan for a long time now, since 2016. I joined your Patreon this year. Started vaping in 2016. My first mod was a Wismec Relo RX2 with the Dead Rabbit V1. Then I quit in 2018 altogether. No vaping, no smoking. Good. I made the mistake of selling all my vape gear except the RX2 and the Dead Rabbit. I went back to cigarettes in 2020. Oh, because his dad passed away, he went back to cigarettes. And then I went back to vaping and ditched smoking and started figuring out how much the game has changed. I have a lot of my vape gear now. And may have an addiction. Hey, that's okay. Thanks, Grimm, for everything you do for the community, sharing your life with us. Here's some of my bangers, but I figured I would do it in segments. So here's my Squonk, Mechs, and Boros I have been collecting. Also, huge shout out to all the people who made these e-liquids. They are my favorites. My true pride and joy is the Silvercraft Nyax and the MRN Bathla. I don't even know what that is, but I like it. The Nyax is a Danny 5, new bridge from Pip-Poi. And in the Bantha is my Wicked Remix with the sturdy Copperhead kit. If aliens would take all my vape gear, I couldn't part with these. There's some more, Nicholas. I appreciate you. But wait, there's more here. These liquids. Shout out to Lucius. Shout out to FDH. Shout out to Twisted Timmy test results. There's the Eric Coil Turd, something strawberry on the end, baked pistachio delight on the end. Yeah, I love to see it. But wait, there's more. Yeah. These are Boros. Boro. Definitely a Boro. That brass Boro is real sick. The Stabwood, that's the Silvercraft. Hell yeah. Cherry Pine. I love the Cherry Pine Boros. I really like the way those look. You got Nicholas. First of all, besides having, listen, a really classy name, you got some really classy gear there, my dude. I love this. Look at that. What's on the end with the nitrous? The nitrous and the blue and the red with the red Squonk bottle. Like, I know there's a Grim Army Empire in the middle, and that's cool, and I love it. But that blue and the red one. What's the blue and the red one? I want it. I want that Squonk. I want it. Okay, cool.
that's it. That's what we've been vaping. That's what all of us collectively have been vaping. Now, if you want to see your setups featured on this stream, you can email them to me. It's nick@grimmgreen.com. Just make sure your subject says Assignment Planet Globe. Those words, Assignment Planet Globe. Attach some pictures. Chances are I'll see the attachments. They'll get downloaded, filed, and used accordingly on this here stream. But send them on over. Like I said, I have a little bit of I don't know. It's like vape porn. Like, I used to love vape porn on Instagram. It used to be my favorite thing, going seeing everybody else's setups, you know, and you see someone set up and you're like, whoa, I have that. He used a blue drip tip. That looks cool. I'm going to use a blue drip tip. Oh, I have that squonk. He used this RDA. Shit, I should use that RDA on this squonk. It's just cool. It's just cool. I like it. Thank you, everybody, for sending those in, and send them in more. Now, let me do this real quick. We got a whole other what the fuck segment this week. Remember the last 2 weeks we've done some, we called it what the fuck, just weird shit that we've come across the internet. This is another one. This is another what the fuck. We had, what was that? The nostril inhaler. Yeah, it's still here in case anybody's curious. It's bad. It's awful. It hurts my brains and my nostrils, and it tastes like florally lotion. You know? I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it. You can't stop me. Yeah, that's terrible. Truly awful. So that was the first what the fuck. Then we had the pen thing last week. This what the fuck comes from Instagram, and it kills me that there's no sound. It kills me that there's no sound. I don't know how to get sound, but we can watch this Instagram reel together. You already know what you're looking at. You kind of already know what you're looking at. We're filing this under what the fuck. What the fuck? This is from Instagram. It's a reel. This guy cleans houses. This was a smoker's home. This was a cigarette smoking home, you know? And you can tell because it looks like every smoking lounge you have ever been in. It looks like the smoking lounge at the Las Vegas International Airport. Like, it's awful. And the guy's commentary is even funnier, but you can't hear it. But he says things like, Grandma was chain smoking in here. You can just tell. Let's look and see how gross this is. Smoking indoors, in your house. Get out of here. That's just disgusting. Look at that. Hanging a clock on the wall. Look at the walls. Look at the dripping tar and nicotine on the walls. Look at that. You had a painting hanging on the wall? Nope. Nope. And can you, like, all that tar, can you imagine, like, think about how this smells. Think about how the inside of this house smells. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. What the fuck? What the fuck? And I always wanted to, like, you know, thank God my brother never let us get away with this, but my brother and I lived together for a while, and we had an apartment, and I perpetually wanted to smoke inside. Perpetually. I'm like, let's just crack some windows, smoke on the couch, bro. He's like, no, we have to go outside. Go outside, smoke cigarettes, come back inside. Go outside, smoke cigarettes, come back inside. Thank God. He never let me smoke cigarettes inside the house. Never let me smoke cigarettes inside the house. I dated one girl that I let smoke cigarettes inside the house, but you know, it was short-lived. It was short-lived. Short-lived relationship. Probably because I let her smoke in the house. You can probably smell it outside. You could probably smell it outside. And the great thing is, dude, vape up a storm in your house. Vape up a fucking storm in your house because it ain't going to turn the walls brown. The worst thing that happens, I think, with vapes indoors or in a confined space is sometimes the VG will build up on windows, like on glass, and it's difficult to clean off, especially when it's cold outside. This used to happen a lot when I lived in Tahoe, and it would snow, you know, constantly every winter. And I was vaping, and every winter,
You know, you had those lines on my window from when I would crack it to vape. Below the line is like a stripe, you know, and then above the line is just kind of hazy, a little hazy. Some like alcohol-based Windex sometimes take that off, but that was the struggle of living in a cold climate and vaping in the car. Was you get the film, you get the VG film on the inside of your windows. Nothing nearly as gross as mountains of tar. Like, the grossest part about that video is all of that was in that person's lungs. Like, all of that is from their exhaled smoke all over their house. Exhaled smoke. So that means all the shit that was sticking to the walls was in your fucking lungs. Look, I know smoking is cool. Trust me. It's not that cool. It's not that cool. It's not tar in your lungs cool. I mean, let's be real. It's cool. Everybody knows it. If it wasn't cool, none of us would have started doing it. You know, we all started smoking for street cred. Anyway, so that's a what the fuck happened there? And what I'd like to do right now, what time is it? 5:30? Am I talking really, really fast? Am I just going way too fast right now? It's only 5:30. It's only 5:30. Well, one thing I want to do real quick. Your wife yells at you for filming up her van's windshield. Yeah. It used to happen. It doesn't happen now that I live in a warmer climate. Southern California, I don't get the film. It kind of just doesn't happen. I think it's more severe with cold weather, I believe. Cold weather really sets that film off. Really sets the film off. 5:30. Sure. Let's sing happy birthday. I need to sing happy birthday. We need some positive vibes before we jump into this American Australian little news segment I got here. Let's sing happy birthday. Vinegar and water cleans glass well. You know, there used to be a product called, I thought I still had some, but apparently I don't. It used to be called Exonerate, Xonr8, Exonerate. It smelled like beef, but it cleaned vape film off of windows like I've never seen before. It was invented, developed by vapors for this same purpose. Gail, we're singing happy birthday to Gail. Gail, hell yeah. Happy birthday to your Gail. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, there's been a few over the years, but the first one that I ever had was called Exonerate, and it got stuff off of like mirrors and windows, vape film. No problem. So easy. So obscenely easy. So obscenely easy. But I can't find Exonerate anymore, Can't find it. Let's sing happy birthday. There's some mother trucking birthdays in the house tonight, including Will, a.k.a. Burnt Reynolds, a.k.a. Steel Valley Vapors, Kent, Frames. Like, there's a bunch of birthdays tonight. What's up, Facemeat? Happy to see your face. Let's sing happy birthday to our friends, Let's sing happy birthday. I hope everybody sings with me because, it feels a little embarrassing when you don't. And I can tell, but it feels a little embarrassing when you don't. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to them. Happy birthday, dear Burnt Reynolds. Also Dino, Steve-O's son Dino. Also Brian Weiss. Also Frames Janklin. Also, even though she's not here or a Patreon anymore, Delia's hair. Also, Kent, I love you. Also, Mazzy Keen, also Sexy King Phil's brother, also Mike's wife Cindy, also Kevin Elliott, and lastly Gail. That's Raw Chuck Gale. Happy birthday to you. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. You know what to do. You skip around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. You know what to do. Circle pit around the room. Circle pit around the room. Windmill around the room. Windmill around the room. Belated birthday to Dwayne. I think we sang to him last week, but yeah, happy birthday, Dwayne. Happy birthday, Kent. Will, Burnt Reynolds, Dino, Brian, Frames, Delia, Kent, Mazikeen, Sexy King Phil's brother, Mike's wife Cindy, Kevin Elliott, and then lastly, the Raw Chuck Gale. Happy freaking birthday. I hope you guys had a great day, or you're going to have a great day. Remember that your birthday is kind of a free pass to do literally whatever you want. Whatever you want, any weird random thing. At least that's the way it works in this house. On my birthday, I said, I really want IKEA meatballs. And Casey's like, let's go. So we drove all the way out to Burbank to go to IKEA just to eat meatballs because it was my birthday, you know? Hey, happy birthday, Will. Happy birthday, dude. How many dabs? How many did you do? I need to know. Okay. So happy birthday to the happy birthday people. I'm sorry. I need to check in on the super chats. It's been too long. This is why the vlog goes long. This is why the vlog goes long, you know. Dee Dee, damn it. That's very gracious of you. Oh, your Nana's birthday was yesterday. It sort of became a family holiday over the years. She would have been 98. Appreciate and happy birthday if you wouldn't mind, even a skip around the room. You know what? Happy birthday to Dee Dee's Nana. Happy birthday to Dee Dee's Nana. Happy birthday to Dee Dee's Nana. She would have been 98 to you. Skip around the room. Skip around the room, Nana. You know what to do. You skip around the room. Nana, skip around the room. Happy birthday, Nana. She would have been 98. I like that. I like that you keep celebrating her birthday and it's kind of become like a family holiday. That's cool, Dee Dee. That's cool as hell. Happy birthday to her. And then Justin Crabtree. Victory. Thank you. Thank you very much, Justin. I really appreciate that. Allie says, I bought a cross pod system because of your videos a year ago. Did the dreaded dual use until my last SIG in October. Now I'm sub-ohming at work and building coils and dripping or squonking at home. Thank you, Allie. Yes! I want to shout right now. Hell yes. You did it. I knew you could do it. I believed in you. Hell yeah. It just gets easier. Like when you finally make that decision, like this is my last cigarette, and you go a week, and then you go 2 weeks, and then you go a month, and then you go 2 months, and then you go 6 months, and before you know it, you go, wow, I haven't had a cigarette in a year. And it's like, it's the most like empowering feeling that I've possibly experienced in my life of saying goodbye to cigarettes. Allie, I love this. Thank you for sharing that. The End of Musing says, my tenant complained of cig smell from the unit upstairs. Last time I was back, I walked around the units and saw a backy pouch at his door. His apartment might look like that apartment we just saw. Wait, he was complaining about the cigarette smell that was his cigarette smell? That's fascinating. That's fascinating. That's like having a volcano bag and just going, does this smell like weed in here? Does it? I'm going to go complain about this. Go complain to my wife. Pickle, it smells like weed in here. It's you. Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Complaining about the smell of cigarettes, and it was his own cigarettes. Crazy. Crazy. Well, let's go. Let's just get into some news. It's hardcore news time. Tuck in, Americans. We've got some good news, some weird news. Let's just see where this goes. News, yeah. Hang on. That's not the news. This is Ooh, Circle Pit. Circle Pit, let's go.
Are you motherfuckers ready? It's news and advocacy time. Let the truth fire trip.
I'll literally never get tired of that song, created by Patrick Conquest and Robots for the news and advocacy metal intro. Love the hell out of it. Well, shit, you guys. Well, shit. Let's start with, look, we've been having a lot of good news recently, and we got some good news tonight, but we also have, like, depressing Canadian news? Really depressing Canadian news. Apparently, Canada, shout out to my Canadians, apparently Canada is really jealous of Australia's tobacco control. You know, they look at Australia and they go, yeah, complete prohibition, fire bombings, we can bring that here. And they're really trying. Canada is banning the sale of flavored nicotine pouches in convenience stores and gas stations. Nicotine pouches. I said this earlier, but nicotine pouches are, I mean, literally, I can't even find the chart right now, literally the least harmful way you could possibly ingest nicotine. The least, there's not a less harmful way to ingest nicotine right now that exists in the world outside of nicotine pouches. Nicotine pouches are less harmful for you than vaping is. Less harmful for you than vaping is. Not by a mile. In fact, it's really negligible, but technically, because it's literally just nicotine in a sucralose pouch, like in your mouth, absorbing nicotine, unbelievably safe. Unbelievably safe. But, starting next week, the federal government will impose new restrictions on nicotine pouches to make them illegal to sell them anywhere but from behind a pharmacy counter. Do countries pay attention to each other or talk to each other, like, ever, literally in any way? When this was first suggested, like, what if we make nicotine pouches like pharmacy only? You can only get them at the pharmacy counter. And then the people in Canada went, yeah. Has this been tried anywhere else? That question didn't come up? Has this been tried anywhere else? Someone would have said, yeah, Australia. How's it going over there? I think we could do it better. You know, I think we could do it better. Pharmacies, the only place to get the least harmful form of nicotine ever devised by humans in Canada is behind the pharmacy counter. All that stuff's clearly designed to target youth. Like Mark Holland up there in Canada says, it's been so deeply disturbing to see so many young people becoming addicted to these nicotine pouches who'd never had an interaction with cigarettes. Mark Holland, they still haven't. What the fuck are you talking about? They're trying nicotine pouches and they've never had an interaction with cigarettes. They still haven't. They're using nicotine pouches, not cigarettes. They're still not smoking cigarettes. Mark Holland has, I would say, like a vendetta against tobacco companies. Like a vendetta against tobacco companies. It seems like he doesn't look at data or surveys or science or literally anything. All he wants to do is punish big tobacco at the cost of Canadian lives. He's really willing to let Canadian cigarette smokers just, fucking die as long as he can punish big tobacco. As long as he can punish big tobacco, then that's all that's important. Of course, we're going to get gaslit by, it's not a ban. It's not a ban. It's just banned. It's not a ban. It's just, it's going to be impossible to get. It's going to be impossible to get and mostly illegal to get, and you can only get it at a pharmacy, but it's not a ban. What's that? Cigarettes? Oh, they're still for sale everywhere. They're still for sale everywhere. Every convenience store, Yeah. Yeah. Every convenience store still has cigarettes for sale. Spectacular, Canada. Spectacular. Well, you should definitely ban those pouches. You know, you should definitely ban those patches. And what kills me, here's what kills me. This is the most gaslighty thing I've ever seen from the fucking government, is they say things like, all these youth, they're using these products. They're using nicotine pouches. The youth. And you ask them, well, how many? And they go, oh, well, we don't know. We don't track that. What? Zonic hit the Canadian market around the same time Health Canada stopped any major data collection on tobacco and nicotine use. Okay, well, which is it? Are the youth really using this, or do you not know because you don't track it? They don't know because they don't track it, but because they don't track it, there's no data to go, look, youth aren't vaping. They go, I've never seen that data before in my life. We don't even take that data, but I can assure you the youth are using these pouches in really big, really record numbers, really record numbers, They're not. But even if they're not, we got no way to prove it because they don't track tobacco use. What country can say, there's an epidemic of youth vaping. All these young adults, they're using all these vapes. And then you just say, well, can I see the data? Can I see the numbers? And they go, we don't track that. Okay. All right. Well, that's dark. That's like real weird authoritarian shit. The type of just trust us. Just trust us. You don't need to see numbers. Just trust us. You don't need to see data. Just trust us. And speaking of seeing data, CDC still hasn't released any National Youth Tobacco Survey data from 2023. We're still waiting on National Youth Tobacco Survey data from 2023. We usually get some of it in May, usually most of it in the summertime, but here we are creeping up on September. CDC hasn't released even a press release, like not even a graph, not even a number, not even 2 million kids still use vaping products in the US. We got nothing. We got no data. We got nothing. Kind of curious. Johnny, it's your first time here. Are you in Australia by chance? Well, let's talk about Australia. Where did my neat picture go? Oh yeah. The Australian Department of Health. The Australian Department of Health put out a tweet that says nicotine is highly addictive, which means quitting smoking and vaping can be hard. But there are many resources to help you. Yes, nicotine is so addictive that a website can help you quit. Nicotine is so addictive, a text message can help you quit. Oh, wait, what's this say down here? Oh, there's a community note. Readers added context. The dependence-forming capabilities of nicotine are different per product. Cigarettes are highly dependent-forming, while nicotine replacement theory is very low dependent-forming. E-cigarettes may be as or less dependent-forming than nicotine gums. Oh, so the Australian Department of Health just gets on Twitter and lies until they're caught. They lie until they can get a community note. And then they're like, oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll delete the tweet. Maybe not. Maybe we'll leave it up and just continue to misinform people. God bless community notes. God bless community notes. I love it. And I love, shout out to Yuka. I think it's Yuka on Twitter. Yuka always sees the community notes before I do. So I just retweet Yuka's tweets. Delicious community notes. Vaping is nicotine is so addictive, you can stop vaping for weeks. Nicotine is so addictive that there's been a 60% drop in nicotine use in America among youth over the last few years. It's so addictive that a text message can help you quit. It's so addictive that talking about it can get you to quit. Yeah, nicotine from cigarettes is 1,000 times more addictive because there's all sorts of additives in cigarettes like MAOIs that make the nicotine much more potent and much more pungent, and your body gets addicted to those other chemicals as well. It's not just nicotine that you're addicted to when we're smoking cigarettes. We're addicted to a lot of things when we're smoking cigarettes, which is why vaping isn't necessarily like a one-size-fits-all type of magic bullet for smoking, because when I first started switching, I dual used for a really long time because nicotine vapes, even though I had 36 milligram liquid freebase, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I still dual used. I still smoked cigarettes, and the more I vaped, the less I smoked, and the less I smoked, the more I vaped, and eventually it took me about 2 months. I just said, smell you later. I got 36 milligram menthol liquid, and I'm good to go. And I said goodbye to cigarettes, because cigarettes have all sorts of fucking additives that make them much more addictive than they are. I mean, not more than they are, but much more addictive than just, say, tobacco. If you were rolling your own tobacco, or you were rolling your own cigar or something like that, or using chew or snooze or snuff or literally anything else that's not a cigarette, it's immediately less harmful for you. Immediately. Yeah, it's the chemicals, which are really bad stuff. Hence why different people prefer different brands. Their body chemistry just works with that chemical cocktail. 1,000%. 1,000%. I remember when I tried to smoke Winston's cigarettes to get me to quit. I thought, I'm going to buy like the grossest cigarettes I can buy because I'm going to be grossed out and I want to quit. And so I bought a pack of Winston's. Nope, I kind of developed a taste for Winston's. I kind of started enjoying just straight up plain ass Winston cigarettes. I was upset. I was super disappointed. I thought, wow, these didn't gross me out. And yeah, like Ern says, dual use is not a crime. There's no level of vaping that is a bad level of vaping. Okay? There's no level of vaping that you can do that would be worse for you than lighting up a cigarette and smoking it. The correct level of vaping is any level of vaping that keeps you from smoking a traditional combustible tobacco cigarette. That's the best advice I could possibly give. If you feel like you're vaping too much, you're not. Unless you get a headache or nauseous, you're not vaping too much. Your brain knows. We have nicotinic receptors in our brain that are just sitting there with their arms open, just waiting for nicotine, just waiting for it. And once they get it, they go, yeah, I know exactly what to do with this. Boom. Neurons, electrons through your body, improves your mood, dopamine, all the good things. We have nicotinic receptors in our brain, and our brains know when we've had enough nicotine, when it's too much nicotine, when you've overdone it with nicotine, and I've overdone it with nicotine plenty of times, and there's no benefit to it. It literally just gives you a headache and makes you nauseous, you know? It literally just gives you a headache and makes you nauseous. That's it. Yeah, dual use means you're smoking less cigarettes. It's still harm reduction. Absolutely, it's still harm reduction. It's still harm reduction, and the goal is to completely switch to vaping from cigarette smoking. You're going to get the most benefits possible. Had to get lectured before surgery yesterday that I was already nervous about because of heavy metals. Jesus Christ. Unreal. Heavy metals, you know where that came from? Imaginary land. There's nothing. There's no data. There's no science about heavy metals. It's just something that Health and Human Services made up for their real cost campaign to scare kids away from vaping. Heavy metals. To hear like a doctor regurgitate that to me, I would probably just leave. I couldn't go to a doctor that doesn't believe in harm reduction or vaping, or like that would make me insane. Even the orthopedic surgeon that did my hand was on board with harm reduction and vaping, you know? Every doctor I've visited has been on board with harm reduction and vaping. It's your birthday, Pink Aspects. Happy birthday to 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 you. Happy birthday to you. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. Okay, so listen. Don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, yeah, that's right. Australia. The second to last thing I want to talk about real quick. There was a great video. Oh, I'm not going to be able to show you the video. I'll show you the video next week. I got a great video out of Australia. Got a really great video out of Australia. So one thing that we managed to get our grubby little hands on, Triton and Vapetasia, we're just calling it the Triton lawsuit. Triton Distribution has been suing the FDA for 4 years now. And it's finally, it's been kicked up to the Supreme Court. You see, there's a circuit split. The Fifth Circuit Court is all about vapes and all about not helping the FDA, but some other courts have been all about helping the FDA and not all about vapes. And so when the Supreme Court sees lower, still federal courts, mind you, with a split on an issue, they love it. They want to take it up, especially against government agencies. They hate endless, bureaucratic waste. So I'm hoping that Supreme Court holds FDA to task. We got a copy of the FDA's opening brief, Wages and White Lion doing business as Triton Distribution versus the Food and Drug Administration. And I've been reading this. I've read through a lot of this. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know exactly what a lot of this means. But I did run across two really interesting things. I think it's on page 14. Yes. This one, yes. So this is part of the FDA's defense. This is part of FDA's defense, saying that they acted well within their rights and well within their means because studies have found that e-cigarette use may be associated with diseases such as asthma, chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Studies have found that e-cigarettes may be associated with COPD. They didn't. There's no studies that show that. There's no science that shows that. All of the COPD studies that I've seen done show that switching from smoking to vaping ameliorates COPD symptoms. People with COPD have actually had their COPD symptoms reversed once they switched from smoking to vaping. So, hey, that could be a leg to stand on. And e-cigarette users may progress to conventional tobacco products, which can endanger human health even more. Dude, what? FDA is truly going to rely on the gateway as part of their defense? The gateway? I mean, FDA knows that we have all sorts of survey data done over the last 15 years in the United States that completely disproves any gateway theory at all. But they're relying on the gateway study. The gateway study, the gateway theory. Okay. They're relying on the gateway theory. That's a thing, I guess. I don't know how strong that argument is, but it should be interesting. And there was one more thing, if I can find it real quick. I should have marked this in some way, but yeah. And they're arguing that this isn't a ban, this isn't prohibition. This isn't like a de facto ban, even though everybody's calling it a de facto ban except for FDA. They're the only ones going, no, it's not banned. It's just we haven't approved any products. It's not banned. We've just marketing denial ordered millions of products. But that's not a ban. They're just illegal and not allowed to be on the market. But that's not a ban. It's not a complete flavor ban because FDA recently authorized the marketing of 4 menthol-flavored e-cigarette products because the manufacturer had provided sufficient evidence that the product's benefits outweighed their risks. It's not a flavor ban. See, we approved 4 menthol vapes from Big Tobacco. So, this is one of those, like, technically it's not a ban, even though we banned millions of products, but we approved these 4. So, technically it's not a ban. It is. I mean, it's prohibition. There's no way around it. It's not necessarily prohibition, but it's what I like to call cronyism. You know how food and drug and big pharmaceuticals and big tobacco, they kind of all have this weird incestuous, like, symbiotic relationship. The products that, big tobacco uses to manufacture their cigarettes, filters, papers, they buy those from big pharmaceuticals. So big pharmaceuticals supplies the supplies for big tobacco to make tobacco cigarettes. This is weird, incestuous, just symbiotic relationship. This is just FDA maintaining the status quo. They want to continue this relationship with big tobacco and big pharmaceuticals. So the only vapes allowed on the market, of course, are going to be from big tobacco. Of course, they're going to be from big tobacco. You got to maintain that status quo, baby. You got to maintain that status quo. Let's wrap this up. I'm going to read an article with you guys, okay? I'm going to read an article with you guys. I'm going to put this. This is who it came from. Imogen West Knights. This person's name is Imogen West Knights. There's the headline. Pow. I regrettably tried a nicotine pouch. It made me question what I think about nicotine. Yeah. This is the maybe just go mind your own fucking business type of situation. Let's just start reading. This isn't very long. I'm dyslexic, so I'm going to stumble over some words, but I'm really going to try my best. The Guardian's font isn't my favorite, Vaping in the toilet cubicle on the train is beneath me. It's a line that I have drawn. First, it's not allowed, but second, and much more importantly, the idea of savoring an intake of breath in a train toilet feels like a degradation too far. Worse still, I have always been plagued by images of smoke detectors going off and the arcane mechanism of the toilet door somehow opening to reveal me there to my fellow passengers, wreathed in a cloud of my own shame. Imogen clearly vapes. I am pathologically addicted to my vape. I'm not proud of this, but it is what it is. Or more accurately, it dawned on me as I walked into W.H. Smith at Euston Station a few weeks ago. That's a train station. I am pathetically addicted to nicotine. Same. Although that's a superpower. That's not a weakness. My brain is sharper than yours because I have nicotine. I'm pathologically addicted to my vape. Nicotine is available in other forms. For the first time, staring down the barrel of a 6-hour train journey to Edinburgh with my never in the toilet rule in my mind, my eye was drawn towards a selection of nicotine pouches. You've probably seen these hockey puck-sized plastic packets in bright colors behind the counters of supermarkets. They contain little sachets for tucking under your gum, where they funnel nicotine into your bloodstream. They have skyrocketed in popularity in recent times. The leading brand in the U.S., Zyn, reported a 62% increase in sales in 2023 compared to 2022. British American Tobacco UK estimates that there could be more than 2 million regular users of pouches in the UK by 2026. I mean, not if they ban them. Not if they ban them. Yeah, Imogen has like a solid no vaping rule. That was the first thing I ever wanted to do with my vape. That was the first thing I ever wanted to do with my vape. Oh, keep on it, Tribal Buddha. Keep on it. When companies like Nordic Spirit started making their nicotine pouches in the UK about 5 years ago, I noticed the adverts on the size of buses and shook my head. There was no way those things would take off here, I thought, primarily because they're disgusting. I knew them well then, but I knew them by the name of snus. I lived in Sweden for a while, where the consumption of these nicotine pouches, which unlike the products in Britain, do contain tobacco. It's a national pastime. I knew someone who, for a time, was so addicted to nicotine that they slept with one tucked under their lip. I was warned by Swedish friends that they usually make first-timers feel sick, so I decided not to partake. That decision didn't spare me from exposure, though. When I had guests over to my flat the next morning, I would find them on my kitchen counters, these damp, brown pellets of other people's spit emitting a smell that I had never smelt before, with a sort of tangy mix of rotting floorboards and unwashed mouth. But back to W.H. Smith's station. Looking at the nicotine pouches behind the counter, I thought, why not? Why not see if these could make my journey a little bit more palatable? And since they're tobacco-free, there'd be no smell. As far as I know, no major health concerns. I bought some mango-flavored pouches, I got on my train, and I popped one into my mouth. 15 minutes later, I had thrown the entire packet in the bin and spent the rest of the journey gazing discontently at the scenery while trying not to be sick on my tray table. Not for me, then. Not for me. But it got me thinking about nicotine and addiction in general. The health-damaging ingredients in cigarettes isn't the nicotine. It's everything else in them. The NHS's Quit Smoking webpage says that although nicotine is addictive, it's relatively harmless to health. Correct. True facts. Relatively harmless to health. Now, I'm not advocating that anyone takes up nicotine pouches or any nicotine product if you're not already into one, but there is a moral quandary here. Is it okay that people are dependent on nicotine if nicotine is not, in and of itself, bad for you? You tell me. Is it okay if people are dependent on nicotine if nicotine is not, in and of itself, bad for you? If all it does is generate the desire for more of an essentially harmless substance, and nicotine pouches especially as a means of ingesting nicotine that never results in antisocial puffs of flavored vapor in other people's faces, as vapes sometimes do? Is it bad for adults to have access to a mind-warpingly addictive substance that, yes, can be hard on the inside of your mouth, but otherwise has no health consequences? Because of that addictive element, instinctively, I want to say no, it's not fine. No one should be addicted to things. But it feels like an instance of big bad capitalism that there are products on the market whose sole function is to create a want for more of the product. And reliance on anything chemical otherwise is worse than total spiritual freedom. But is a nicotine habit sustainably different from a caffeine one? Is a nicotine habit substantially different from a caffeine one? For instance, most of us aren't wringing our hands about the legality of coffee. Am I dependent on sugar? Certainly. I'm dependent on sugar? Absolutely. If people want to use these pouches, it doesn't seem like that's going to do them any appreciable damage. So it is arguably none of my business, and again, arguably, none of the government's either. It is arguably none of my business. Hell yeah. Imogen, right on. It's none of your business. And again, arguably, none of the government's business either. This is one of the better things I've read recently, and I really like the conclusion she came to, even though it seemed a little bit reluctant. But the idea that it's just a product that makes you crave more of that product without any physiological harm involved? What the fuck is the big deal? Seriously. What the hell's the big deal? What's the difference between nicotine and coffee? What's the difference between nicotine and sugar? If someone is dependent on something and they're not harming themselves and they're not harming people around them, and all they're addicted to is something that makes them crave more of what they're addicted to, mind your own fucking business. How about mind your own business? How about I have friends that are addicted to Afrin. They're not hurting themselves. They're not hurting anybody around them. They're just addicted to Afrin. I have many friends who are dependent on nicotine. They're not hurting themselves. They're not hurting anybody around them. They're simply using a product that makes them crave more of that really harmless product. So yeah, mind your own business. That's how I feel. Mind your own business. Thank you, Imogen, for minding your own business. It's none of your business. It's none of the government's business. It's none of nobody's business. Mind your own business about nicotine. Mind your own business. If I was smoking cigarettes and I was blowing the smoke in your face, you tell me to go away, you tell me to shut up, you tell me to quit, that's fine. But if I'm not bothering you, and I'm not bothering myself, and I'm not bothering anybody around me, just let me have some nicotine and go fucking mind your own business. Sure, people can be addicted to lots of things. Sugar, yeah, pornography, that's a tough one, you know? That's a tough one. And here's the thing, QHB, they're going to go after all of this stuff. If we let them take harmless nicotine because of health reasons and concern for youths, it is a quick little jump there, quick little slide down the slippery slope before they go, sugar, alcohol. 2 weeks ago, we read an article about Australia, how they want to go to a prescription model for alcohol. It's a goddamn slippery slope. If you give the government an inch, they actually will take a mile. They will. I've heard it. I've seen it. I've watched it happen. And so that's why I don't like to bring up the alcohol argument. It's easy because I just drank liquid candy that's alcohol. So it's an easy argument to make, but I'm not trying to get alcohol in trouble. I'm just trying to point out that, things need to be based on relative risk. There's no reason why vaping should be taxed more or banned more than cigarettes. Yep, there we go. That's the theme of this vlog. Hey, mind your own fucking business. Mind your own fucking business about my nicotine use. Why is that a concern of you? Why is that a concern of you? It's not. It's not. It never will be. And I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it for all the news and advocacy that's fit to print. Nope. That's the trash. Yep. I think that's it. Don't forget about David Strain, piece of shit doctor in the UK. Just the biggest piece of shit doctor in the UK, David Strain. Piece of shit. He basically told smokers, hey, fuck you, go smoke cigarettes. It's crazy to me that a doctor would say that. Bonkers to me. Let's check in on the super chats and hella chats. What? That's happening. All right, let's get to the hella chats first, just because New Wave Dave, the new wave of the Dave, his cat. Yep. New Wave Dave. Hey, bro. I appreciate you, man. Cat and I went 20 miles offshore to catch some fish for the freezer. We were out there for 5 hours, and the only thing we caught was 2.5 kilos of square grouper. Oh, shit. Is that the cops? I get you. Shh. Do crime. Don't tell anyone. Your secret's safe. I'm not a narc, bro. I'm not a narc. It's cool, man. It's cool, Dave. You and your cat. I'm not a narc. I'm not a narc, bro. Go do crimes. So, let's pick up Sean. Shit, Shaun of the Dead. You better hydrate because we're going long tonight. You know what? You're right. We are going long tonight. I'm back on the coldest water bottle. Just been enjoying it. I like it that it's keeping my liquid cold. I liked getting rid of the little blue rubber band on the bottom. It seems so useless to me, and now I have another area for stickers, But yeah, coldest water bottle. It's just they were a sponsor of this vlog. They kind of still are, but I haven't included my affiliate link for a while. But these are bussin' water bottles. It's a great sticker for pallets, or a great palette for stickers rather. And so, is that Patrick Conquest?
Cheers. I'd rather die than be dry.
I'd rather die than be dry. Yeah, hydrating. It's good. Stay hydrated. Stay the most hydrated you possibly can. Okay, let's get back on these super chats. Appreciate you, Shaun of the Dead. Slaydoer. Hail hydrate. Hashtag like the stream. Hashtag love to all. Hashtag boosh goo. Boosh goo. You know where it goes. Hebrew Hammer says, YOYOY, Mr. Grimm, can't stay it's too long. Going to mom's. Dude, go to mom's. Go to mom's. My mom lives like 400 miles away. I'd like to be able to just swing by my mom's house. Go. Hebrew. Appreciate you, pimp. Chuck says, prohibition is like driving fast down a very long cul-de-sac. Eventually you'll end up turning around to get back out. Yep. Eventually you end up turning around to get back out. It's prohibition, like they're complaining about illicit markets. Oh, there's an illicit market of vapes and disposables in the UK. Oh, there's an illicit market of vapes and disposables and pouches in the US. Oh, there's illicit disposables and pouches in Canada. Oh, there's illicit disposables in Australia. Oh, they know how to fix it. This would be gone in a day. This would be gone in a day if they would just legalize it and regulate it. And that's it. That's how you destroy an illicit market. And it's going to take them longer to dig themselves out of this than it was for them to just drive quickly into the cul-de-sac. It's like it's paved into the cul-de-sac and then it's like mud out. It's like mud out of the cul-de-sac. Appreciate you, Chuck. Justin Crabtree, you didn't say anything. You never have to. Have some hook 'em horns. What team is that? The Sooners? See, I know a little bit about sports. Fishy. First time in a long time. Going to have to watch the remainder of the vlog day with the replay crew. Going to work super early tomorrow, unfortunately. Oh, bummer. All the cool kids, of course. You, Casey, the fur family. Fishy, I appreciate you, bro. Bummer that you got to go to work early. Bummer. I'm sorry. That sucks. That sucks. I hate early days. I never liked day shift. I was always a swing shift person or graveyard, which I actually kind of liked. I kind of liked graveyard. It's weird. Appreciate you, Fishy. Don't work too hard. Don't let the man keep you down. William! God bless you, Grimm. This advice is amazing and I love to hear it. Oh, thank you, William. I'm not sure to what you were referring, but I very appreciate that. I'm happy to give out any advice if it's going to be helpful to someone. Justin Crabtree, again, you never have to say anything, Justin Crabtree, but you get some Oklahoma Sooners hook 'em horns. Hook 'em horns. Stagger22 says, thank you again for your awesome channel and community. Since I got back into vaping, it's helped my sister to stop smoking and go back to vaping herself. Full circle since she got me vaping years ago. Stagger, hell yeah. I love that. That's everything. That's everything. Let's get him back. Let's get her back. Hell yeah. Stagger, good on you. Pink Aspects says I was a big fan. Not I was. He just says big fan. Not I. I was in your vlog years ago. Aiden and his dog Maddie with the AC/DC hoodie. Oh, shit. Pink Aspects. I might still have that picture. It was a picture, right? Aiden and his dog Maddie, AC/DC hoodie. Hashtag smoke free, hashtag vape life. Love you, bro. Bro, I love you. Thank you, Pink Aspects. I remember that. That seems like it might have been a little while ago. Years ago, Pink Aspects. Sick. I hope the dog Maddie's doing good. I hope the dog Maddie is just as adorable as Maddie has ever been. Mallory Gates says, when is it anyone's concern about my addiction outweigh my concern about getting cancer and death? Yeah. Ah, thank you. Yes. It comes from, I believe, a purely puritanical point of view. There's people out there, for one reason or another, because I don't know what's up their ass, they're just anti anything. It's like they're anti cigarettes, anti vaping, anti pouches, anti drinking, they have this puritanical, moralistic point of view where because they would never smoke cigarettes, then they feel like you smoking cigarettes is like an extra offensive thing, like they just take it personally. But it's not. It's no one's concern. Why is it anyone's concern about my addiction? Why does it get outweighed, by your concern? Yeah, it's upsetting, Mallory. And I'm a firm believer, and this is why I constantly say things like we need to bang the drum for adult choice.
It doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if these are any more or less harmful than smoking cigarettes. Doesn't. They're adult products for adults. And if adult choice matters, then we should have access to these products regardless of what they do to our body, because we get access to cigarettes. And that fucks us up, literally harms every organ in your body, from your hair to your skin. All your internal organs are affected by smoking. Alcohol is not healthy for you. Alcohol has carcinogens in it. You're literally drinking poison with carcinogens in it. But we go, yeah, have another. Let's have a big party. In fact, let's have a place where we can all just drink poison. Let's just go there. We'll call it a bar or something like that. And we'll all go there. It's like a safe consumption site for the drugs that we prefer. And we can just drink our poison away from everybody else in what was it called again? Oh yeah, a bar. It's literally just drinking poison. And I don't care. People can drink. I'm not going to, that beer, that out of order you just drank, it's not great for you. I know it's not great for me. I've weighed the risks, and I'm deciding as an adult, because it's my choice, because bodily autonomy, I'm going to drink the beer. I'm going to drink the beer. Fuck you very much. Anyway, Mallory, you triggered me. You set me off there. There's another from Justin Crabtree. You want some more horns? You want some more Sooners? You want some more hook'em horns? You want some double hook'em horns? You want the War Machine? I don't know what you're after, Crabtree. I appreciate you, pimp. Hope you're doing well. Wait, there's one more. T-Bolt. Oh, it's Texas. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim T-Bolt. Just so you know, it's not the Sooners with the hook'em horns. It's Texas. Is it Texas? Texas Longhorns? Texas hook'em horns? What's the team? I don't know why I thought it was the Sooners. I don't even know how I know that the Sooners is a team. That's how little sports I follow. All right, but I want to be accurate, I want to shout out Texas with the hook'em horns. Hook'em horns. Hook'em horns. Well, it's 6:30. It's basically the end of the vlog, and we've done nothing. So let's run long, and let's. I don't know if you're ready. Are we ready? Are you ready? 2 hours into the vlog, and we're starting the retro vape. We still got some mail. We still got some liquids. I'm assuming we're not going to get to that. We're not going to get to that clip, that video clip, but that's okay. I would rather retro vape. And we saw this coming. We saw this coming because I set up an RTA on the Vape Fiddle. And so now I've got like RTAs on the brain. I set up 2 RTAs. I've got like RTAs on the brain. We haven't done, at least I haven't had a new one in a while. Can you see it? Hang on, let me get this out of the plastic. Dun 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 dun. It's the Mutank RDTA edition. The Mutank RDTA edition. I've used a Mutank in the past in like 15, 16, maybe 16, maybe 17. I think the Mutank was solidly 2016. You're from Oklahoma and you can't stand the Sooners? Go Texas. Listen, I'll root for whoever you want me to. I have no team loyalties. I wear an LA Dodgers hat, but ask me if I follow the LA Dodgers. I'm not like a fan, but I'm a fan because I live in LA and I feel like you have to be a fan. Mutank RDTA edition. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Peak 2016. Look how tall that is. Look how tall. Even let's compare it to like the fattest RTA that I have. That's the evolution of the RTA. 2016, 2024. Or this was 2023, I think was. This, though, I don't know why it's the RDTA edition.
Okay, threads on the top. Here, let's get some lo-fi chilled beats while I build. Yeah, there it is. There it is. We can chill out for a second. So retro, even the plastic sounds crunchy. Yeah, dude, that crunchy plastic has been on there for years. Years. Let's see what we can do here. Fascinating. Okay, so it's just the airflow that kind of pops off the bottom. And there's no hard stops. Fascinating. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Oh, I lost an O-ring. Shit. That's not good. I know where it came from. Came from here. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm assuming that it's sticky from just not being used. Whoa. Everything threads off? Tiny little two-post deck. Okay. Is this a two-piece chimney? Yeah. Dang. Okay. That's a lot of threads that all separate. Everything separates out of here. I got a replacement glass. I got some replacement O-rings. I don't know if this is in any danger of being purchased by anybody. I doubt it. I doubt it. But, oh, I need threads. So the deck threads into the base. Should I wash this? Should I rinse this? Do I need to rinse it? Straight vaping, do I need to really rinse this? Or can I just live dangerously? Tribal Buddha, no, I need your help. It's a juice guzzler. It's a juice guzzler, they say. It's a juice guzzler. Just guzzling juice. All right, well, we got this on our sick build stand. Shout out to my patrons, YOYOY, for buying me, creating for me, rather. Kind of the sickest build stand that's ever existed. Let's check the resistance. Nothing. Just kidding. All right, we're going to have to do round wire on this, right? I don't think there's a way around not doing round wire. I think it has to be. Well, if Tribal Buddha's not going to help, I'm just going to do an extra bad job. What the hell ass shit is happening? Oh, there's no screws installed. Are you kidding me? Oh, I get to install the screws myself. Why? Why, Indulgence? Why? Oh, you like screws? Put them in yourself. This is like the Pure Max. It's like, oh, you want it to stop leaking? Do it yourself. Okay. I can't believe I have to put each individual screw in separately. And they're flathead. Fucking flathead screws. Oh, yeah. This is going to take me a year just to get the screws in. Because they're flatheads and they don't come installed for some reason. Oh, God. This is already infuriating me. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys watch this. Watch me struggle with the dinkiest flathead screws on earth that for some reason do not come installed on your deck. That alone, right now, if I was reviewing this, nope. Go away. 2 banana stickers. Shit. If they weren't flathead, this would be a million times easier. But just so you're aware, I haven't even got one screw in yet. Because it's fucking flathead and they're tiny. Was this like...
They just decided, how do we make this difficult? How do we make this more difficult for the people buying it? Take all the screws out, make them install it themselves. Oh. Wow. One screw in. One screw. Keep going. You could probably leave, come back, go eat dinner, go take a nap, come back. I'm still going to be putting the last screw in. Because they're flathead screws. Okay. I just need to go in like 2 or 3 threads, and then we're going to be in business. All right, that's 2 screws in. That's 2 screws in. Here. This one. Already, this is shit. 2 banana stickers. This better vape amazing to make up for this. Tank. Shit. Okay, I need to not talk and just focus. Yeah, okay. Last screw. It's the last one. The next, I'm going to release an RTA. I'm going to do this. I'm going to release an RTA or an RDA that you really need to put together. Like, it's so deconstructed, it's basically a model. Like, you have to put together a model kit. Okay. Opa. All right, we got some screws in there. Fucking finally. Round wire, right? I think it has to be round wire. Unless I could find some, like, a pair of, like, mouth-to-lung aliens. Hold on, hang on. What is this? Drip Theory has provided me with mouth-to-lung staples that look like they will fit in here. They're 2.5 millimeter. But I feel dumb. I should just use round wire, right? I feel like I should use round wire. These are gonna fit. Jankily. That's a janky fit in there, and I don't want to use that. It's gotta be tight. It's gotta be a contact coil, you know? So I think I'm gonna have to go round wire. Or hell! Just whip up some aliens real quick. 26 gauge 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters? 26 gauge 4 millimeters? Are you being serious? Because I'll do 26 gauge. I don't think I get a 4 millimeter. That's a big coil, buddy. That's a big boy. I think I'm going to keep it to like 2.5, 3 millimeters. 3.5 millimeters? I don't think that's big enough. Where's the chimney? Oh, this is the chimney? Where's the fucking parts that I'm missing? Oh, okay. There's screws pointing out. That's why I can't put the chimney on. No, it's going to have to be round wire. 3 millimeter. Oh, Jeremy V, is everything okay with Jeremy V? Is he okay? Is Jeremy V okay? I want him to be okay. I think we're gonna do 3 millimeters. 2.5 millimeters. Final answer. 2.5 millimeter coils. 26 gauge, 2.5 millimeters. I think that's enough wire. Okay, now you need to pull off like a foot of wire. Proceeds to pull off 4 feet of wire. I don't know what it is about round wire that just takes me back, you know, to the days of vaping.
where all I did was round wire build, round wire build, round wire build. Every brand new thing that came in, round wire build, round wire build, round wire build. I've never seen the Revenant. Is it any good? Okay. We'll do this here. Let's try to wrap some wire. There. Snowho, I'm going with your suggestion, just not the 4 millimeters. I use a little coil buildy tool. It's the greatest coil buildy tool I've ever had. Although it does make accidental stovetops sometimes. Sleeper coils on a on a velocity deck. Well, you greatly overestimate my ability. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is going to be high resistance. I'm going to do like a 10 wrap. That's 10. 26 gauge, 10 wrap. Can this even go in here? Oh, yeah. Oh, so great. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. I'm going to lock this coil down before I build another one. But it's pretty perfect. Is it focused? You can't see that. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really... Hey! Trust me. Trust me. You just got to trust me. This is going to work. Position this right above. Get in here. These fucking flathead screws. A snug. Ooh, I gotta do this one left-handed. Can he do it? I doubt it. Hell yeah! Let's go, Mutank. Mutank RDTA edition, which I don't know what that means because RDTAs are, you know, usually different. I think that looks pretty perfect in there. I think that right over the airflow, that's pretty perfect. That's pretty perfect. I'm really thankful for this velocity deck. What did I say that was? A 10 wrap? What are we going to guess the resistance of this is? 2.5 millimeter, 26 gauge, dual 10 wraps. Someone do some ohm math and see how close you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, it's crazy for like series builds. I remember I used to do like a 26 gauge, like 20 wrap on the Phenotype, the Phenotype L. It was the only way I could get high resistances. Dicky Mo? Whoa. Okay. Oh, no. These holes are not great, even for round wire. It looks like they're like very slightly squared off. Let's go for it. I'm going to go for it, honey. All right, let's go. Did anybody get that movie reference? I don't think so. It's not very... I'm going to go for it, honey. If my brother was here, he would get that reference. Whoa. Just flathead screws. It's fine. Look, I can't be too mad because we used flatheads on the recoil, on the OG recoil. 0.45, Hayes says. 0.45? 26 gauge 10 wrap, dual coil, 2.5 millimeter Niachrome wire. Okay. Sorry, I got to try to get in there and cut that bottom lead without cutting the top one. Dig him out. That's perfect. Let's see if there's enough tolerance in there. Fucking barely. Holy cow. Not a lot of room in there. That's okay. .42, .35. Ooh, Joe's pretty close. .42. Yes, .45. Steve-O seems really confident. I like that kind of confidence. 0.4, 0.37, 0.38. Guess what we're reading right now? Hang on, I'll do post-fire ohm resistance. I'll do post-fire checking, not pre-fire. It's round wire, you know, so it should go real quickly with just a few strums. Yep. That's all you need. It's fucking round wire. It's so super easy. Those are beautiful. One of them's a little higher than the other. Phrasing, I don't know if that's going to bother you, so I'm going to adjust this one down a little bit. Perfection. So theoretically, this should have really good flavor. I mean, maybe not really good flavor, but it should have some okay flavor. It's got like Kennedy style airflow, straight up and at your face, glowing flawlessly. These cotton channels are big. I wonder if I should no. I don't think I'm going to troll doll it. My tendency, my inclination is to troll doll it. 0.41. Let me wait for this to cool down. Oh, shit. 0.47. 0.47. Spot on. Steve, you were really close. 0.44, Mr. DOS Vapor, that was real close. Seamus, a 0.41. You guys are really good at guessing that. Now, 0.5, yeah, that's really spot on. 0.47. Dual, how did anybody figure that out in their head? How? Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're using calculation devices. But I, being the person that I am, you know, I'm really, really bad at math. Like, terribly bad at math. Oh no, this is 3mm cotton. Shit. We're gonna use it anyway, mother trucker. I'll admit, this is way too much cotton. Way too much. Phrasing, if you're here, I am sorry. I am sorry. I am terribly sorry about this cotton usage. You know, it's the Mutank, so I'm trying to... All right, no.
Well, now I got cotton in there, so I can't recheck it right now because I don't want to like fry my cotton. So let me get this wicked. Why can't I thread this down? Do the fluff. Yeah, Underground Vapes. Hell yes, I remember that. Hell to the yeah, I remember that. The Goblin Mini and the Goblin Mini V2. In fact, both of those RTAs were heavily influenced the Type 2. I set out to make like the retro RTA because it's an homage to like those old RTAs I used to love. Goblin Mini V2. They were all good. Thinning, right? Probably thinning. Probably some thinning. Because these have to go into little channels. Shit. Do these lo-fi beats sound a little bit too much like light jazz? Let me know. I can skip ahead in the song. Just out of my headphones across the desk, it just sounded a little bit like light jazz. Like I thought I heard a clarinet. Too long? Too long. Look at that. I kind of just stuffed it. I kind of just jammed it in that little hole. I think that's going to work. Oh yeah, this is goofy long. Goofy. It's a little too long. Just a put motion, I guess. Should I be thinning these? I feel like Steve-O's going to give me a hard time for some reason. Should I be thinning these? Or should I do speed holes? Because speed holes definitely work. We're just going to go with this. I'm going to jam way too much cotton in here, and we'll see if it doesn't wick. Just retro vapes poorly on purpose. Okay. That's it. I mean, that's, I just put the cotton where it looks like it needs to be put. Sorry, I'm squinting to see the screen. I just put the cotton where it looks like it needs to be put. That's what I just did. Jam the cotton in the hole. That's what she said. Too much cotton. Can't even get the lip down over it. Let's see. I know I can do the frames Jenkins scissor trick. Okay, there it is. Too much wicks. That's a lot of wick poking out. That seems like a lot of wick poking out. I have a feeling this is going to encounter some dryness. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe not, but yeah, it's probably will. Yeah, I don't know. You know, that's kind of a 10 out of 10 retro build right there. Round wire, jamming too much cotton into too many holes. I don't have an era-appropriate device to put this on.
This is era appropriate and awesome. This is era appropriate and awesome. One of my favorite all-time regulated devices. All-time regulated devices. You guess what it is? Woohoo! Get excited. Everything is jammed in there. Yeah, looks sick. Looks like it'll work, right? Looks like it'll work. Is the logo upside down? Oh, yeah. That logo's upside down. Let's see if it matters. Let's see if it matters. I think the threads should be the same. Yep, doesn't even matter. Good. I'm kind of glad it's upside down, you know? I mean, it all still fits together. Whoops, not that part. I just want to screw off this part. Because I need to juice it. Juice. Let's try... Where did that Indonesia liquid go? Ah! This is the liquid that I was vaping all throughout Indonesia. It's what the fella from Indonesia said he was vaping as well. Death Squad. This is a death metal band in Indonesia. Enigmatic Pandemonium is the name of the liquid. It tastes like, I don't even know, like a vanilla cream pie or something. It's honestly incredible. I vaped it the whole... Oh... Look up Death Squad, too, if you haven't heard Death Squad. This liquid is fire. It tastes like, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of tastes like a vanilla brownie. I know that's not real. I know that doesn't exist. But it tastes like a vanilla brownie. Oh, there's some vapors happening. I think this is going to have a real hard time wicking because of my too much wicks. I feel like these should have been thinned way out. Oh, like a blondie? Is that what they're called? Blondies? Is that real? Are there vanilla brownies called blondies? Have I not known about blondies my whole life? Wait, are you telling me there's a vanilla brownie? You telling me there's a vanilla brownie? Okay, then I don't think the glass matters because it just needs to go on there like that. Holy cow. I can't believe this is coming together. Tank. Next, I should be able to just thread this on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, that tank is spinning, pulling some cotton with it. That's fine. It's all back together. Yeah, it kind of pulled that cotton out, kind of pulled the cotton. Let's see what it does. Let's just see what it does. Death Squad. Death Squad. Dead Squad. Sorry, Dead Squad. DEAD Squad. Not Death Squad, it's Dead Squad. Blah. Let's go, Dead Squad. Ugh. It's just, the black metal greeting. Ugh. Fat Rabbit V2. I wish I had one. I wish I could have tried one. Meatloaf is a savory brownie. Holy shit. Yeah. I have no argument for that. I have no rebuttal to that. That's like just a true thing now. That's just a true thing now. Could you make a meatloaf in a brownie pan? If you can make a meatloaf in a brownie pan, then yes, they're savory brownies for sure. For sure. No questions asked. Savory brownies. Savory brownies. See, that's like the question I asked on the vlog in the chat a few weeks ago. What did I ask? Is cereal just soup? Like, do you consider cereal soup? Cereal just cold soup? I say yes. Sorry, just doing a little bit of good housekeeping before I vap this. But you want to know what we have to put it on? This is going to be great. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. I hate that there's no hard stop on the airflow control. That's really annoying. But this, look at this. This is the most 2016 setup in the history of 2016 setups. Look at that. The Joytech. The Joytech Evic Primo, which is one of my favorite regulated devices. Look at that teardrop shape. It's so palmable. You got some super fake ass shiny carbon fiber on there. I don't know. I'm not a carbon fiber guy. Carbon fiber doesn't give me the boner that it gives other people. It's still pretty cool. But the hand feel alone of this, busting. Busting. Don't make me say it again. Busting. Okay, so the airflow is actually pretty rad too. I'm going to turn this down from 64 watts. Let's see, if we're running, this came out to a 0.49 according to the Joytech software. So we're going to go for like, I don't know, 40 watts, 45 watts? Let's just start at a nice normal 42 watts. 42 watts, that sound okay? Look at this thing. Big, tall tank. Great device. Modern. This one's more modern than this one. You can't even tell. You can't even tell. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot here. What the hell? What the hell? That vape's good. Fuck me running. This is good. I'm going to turn this up to 45 watts like I originally thought. It's going to give me about 5 volts on a 0.49 coil. If the wicking keeps up, this is good. The flavor is rad on this. It tastes exactly like I remember it tasting in Indonesia, except in Indonesia I was vaping out of a Hexome. I was vaping out of a Hexome and a Zoo 1. What the hell? That's amazing. This is good. This is incredible. In fact, I need to go take a bio break. I'm just going to take this with me. Let me go pee real quick. So, what's it called when you pee and are vaping? Vaping? Vissin? You calling a vissin? A vis? Take a vis? Go take a quick vis? That was a vis. And this retro vape is damn good. Damn good. I'm shocked. The flavor's good. The wicking's keeping up. The airflow is smoother than I thought it was going to be. I love this Evic Primo. This is all coming together. This is good. Isn't it just Vape Zoo? Indonesia, I think that's the only Hexome dealer guy. Just taking a vis. That was a severe vis. That's right. Steve is on a roll. That's funny. That's where they got the name Vapon from. I don't know why that's so funny. Vapon. No one visses? I vis. I Vapon. I vis. I voop. I do all the things. But do you squat when I pee? No. Occasionally I've sat down to pee. Like if I feel like I want to take a little extra time, you know? Sometimes I do. I can't believe how good this is. Like this is legitimately, and I'm not just saying this, it's better than last week's Retro Vape by a mile. These two RTAs came out essentially the same year. The Calyx was not mass produced. This was a very, very small run, small motor guy in Greece. The Calyx. It's restricted lung. I got 6 in there right now, 6 milligram. It's delightful. Completely delightful. This is cloud chasey and flavorful and 3 milligram and much more cloud chasey. I can't believe this. The liquid's good. The liquid tastes exactly the same in this. I was expecting a little bit less flavor just because, I don't know, round wire. I feel like, oh, this is an old RTA. It's probably just not going to have that good a flavor. It does. It hella does. Vooning? I've vooned. You know, I don't want to say it in public that I've vooned, but I've vooned. Grimm one knee on the toilet bowl green. You never done that? Tell me you've never done that. It's so much more comfortable. And you kind of feel like a boss. Yeah, some guy. Wait, where did it go? Who said it? Robert, that's fucking funny. That is comedy right there. Diarrhea. Oh, shit. Just having a little diarrhea. It does make it better, though. Like, if you're going to have it, you might as well have your vape. It makes it so much better. It's so much better of an experience. Hey, Nick Shops, would you recommend in Indonesia for Hexome shopping? That's going to be not an answer that I can give you, at least on YouTube, because they don't like that. I can't tell you. I can't say. That's a question for Beecher, A. And I only visited like 3 or 4 shops when I was in Jakarta, and I can't remember the names of them. They're all on video, which I haven't edited because it's been months. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry I'm not more help right now. I feel like I'm letting you down, and I don't mean to. But I will say they're plentiful in Jakarta as far as vape shops and Hexomes go. They are plentiful. Plentiful. I can't believe how good this Mutank is. I just saw a big glob of air come out. It's wicking. It's vaping perfect. Who would have guessed that a 2.5 millimeter 26 gauge 10 wrap dual coil would be so sick in this? Do you think anybody built a 26 gauge round wire 10 wrap in here before? I don't think so. Goopin'? Sometimes when you go to take a pee, I just rest my knee on the lid. I just rest my knee Like I'll stand, you know, it's kind of a this. I kind of just stand and I rest my knee on the bowl. And it's, I don't know, it's not like I do it all the time. It's just a thing that I did a couple of times. And I looked at myself and I thought, look, I look cool right now. I'm going to keep doing this. Bathroom guy's getting cooler. You have no idea. Still 2 banana stickers. Yeah, sorry. I just want to clarify. This is great. It's vaping awesome. It's pretty easy to build. It's a little bit of a pain to wick, but it all came together really quickly. It's getting 2 banana stickers because it comes with the screws on the deck, not installed. That's the 2 banana sticker rating. If they came installed, 10. Not a full Captain Morgan whiskey. Not a full Captain Morgan. Naked? Yeah, that's how I pee. Yeah, see, it takes skills though, Steve-O. It takes skills. It takes handling skills, you know? Okay, the Mutank is winning. This is like so good kitchen guy might steal it. Like, that's how rad this setup is right now. I love this liquid. This tank is doing everything I want it to, and I get it in the form factor of the Joytic eVix Primo. This is one of the best regulated devices ever made by humans. It's got hand feel for literal years. It's perfect. It's perfect. This is a perfect regulated device. I can't believe that. Hell yeah, Mutank. Let's go Mutank. Mutank RDTA edition. Winner. 10 out of 10. Winner. That is a good RTA. I'm going to keep that RTA set up. I might even like re-wick that shit. I might dial it in. Like really dial it in. Just vape a Mutank in 2024. Talk about street cred. Talk about it. All right. Well, it's super late. We haven't got to the mail yet. So we're going to do that literally right now. Was news really that long? Did I ramble on that long? I feel like I didn't, but let's do the mail. There's not much mail. It's Chinese mail. So, you know, lower your expectations. There's not a package from Facemeat. There's not beer. There's not, retro vapes. I think it's just China stuff, but we got to open it anyway. Yep, buddy. It's mail call. It's that mail call. Got some packages from China. I'm going to keep this one down here because it's got my home address on it, and I don't want to dox myself. So, you used to be Team Kitchen Guy, but sounds like he's a bit out of control lately. You know, he's a little bit out of control lately. He gets a little bit braggy. That's the problem. He just gets a little bit braggy. You know, and it's all because of that Flow AIO. You know, it's all because of that Flow AIO. Hey, now. Yeah, Kitchen Guy constantly takes my vapes, but I go out there and I steal them back. You know, I steal them back. He had that Hexome. With the Blaze RTA all day, all week, since Tuesday. I stole it back today. Okay, so this is a special gift version. Oh, look at the chat. Special, look, there's Earn. You can see Earn right here. You see Earn? Where'd Earn go? There's Earn. Gen Max, top of top feel. Top of top feel to you too. Top of top feel. What's that mean? I don't know. I liked the Gen Max. It was really, this was from Vape Presso, so I was really hoping for that new cross. Whoa. Oh, hey now. This is kind of a special edition guy. It's a gradient. It's a gradient purple to pink. Kind of coppery at the top, kind of rosy and purple at the bottom. Vaperesso Gen Max. And a tank. And the iTank's included. And there's a spare glass, USB, 4 coil heads. So twice the amount of coil heads. And other matchy drip tips for the tank. So if I was to put this together, chances are this is gonna, I mean, thank you Vaperesso. The Gen Max is great. This will most likely end up in a boosh box. Oh yeah, look at that. Included matchy purple drip tips. There's like a purpley guy and a bluey green guy, I guess. Pretty slick. I appreciate the gift set. Maybe I'll just leave that drip tip in there. But no, the Gen Max is a great kit. It's a great kit. I did a review for it. I think it's a great kit. And that's cool. And it's going to go to someone a little bit more deserving than myself, you see, because I have a Gen Max. I'm looking at it right now. It's right there. Literally. All right, Gen Max. Still trying to get you a Cross Cube. Yeah, that's what I want. You should have a Cross Nano 4 coming any day, though. Okay. Sick. That's kind of the one I'm waiting for. That purple would look better on the Hex setup. Holy shit, it would. Holy shit, Jake. I might have to steal the purple drip tip. No, I can't do that, especially since I already committed to giving it away. Vape Ada, bang, yo, just saying, hey, I'm going to mispronounce your name. Glad you caught alive. Glad you caught alive. Happy to see you here. Just opening up some mail, you know. I don't have an Ether V2 yet. I don't have a Valhalla, the new Valhalla yet. I don't have a lot of stuff. I just get stuff later, you know. I just get stuff later than everybody else, you know? It's just a thing that happens. Maybe this is it. Oh! Oh! Oh, shit. They sent me one... I mean, look, okay, I'm not trying to look for more. I don't need more of these, but for the sake of science and testing and accurate puff counting and things like that, I'd like to have a spare pod. Maybe I do have some spare pods, but what this is actually something worth getting excited about, in my opinion. I can show you the front, you know. Eco Nano Pro. You guys are telling me to steal the drip tip. I can't do it. I can't do it. Eco Nano Pro, huge screen on the front. Holy cow, huge screen on the front. Pow. Eco, power, eco, power, eco. Pod? Okay, well, I can't get too far into this. That's cool, though. Look at that screen. That's kind of out of control. I wonder if this animates in any way. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it, but I don't know. You never know. It's kind of sick. It's kind of sick with it. I'm excited about this. I liked the Eco Nano a lot. I said a lot of really nice things about it. And I want this one to be as good. I want this one to be better. I have one. V8, I got one. Steal it, just put a different drip tip in there? Okay. Well, maybe. For science, I need at least a sample size of 2. I prefer 2, but if they send more than that, then I'm even happier because boosh boxes, boosh boxes, boosh boxes, do-do-do-do. All right. This is the last thing from UKVIA. This is the last thing from YOYOY. It's okay. We got a liquid tasting after this that I am pumped for. Pumped. Pumped. Oh, hey now. Hey now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just saw Mike put up his review for this, which makes me insane. Makes me insane. But we got a Caliburn G3 Pro. So you know what that means. It's going to be pretty pro. G3 Pro. Free extra pod. Free extra 0.4 ohm pod. Yeah, it looks like they're going down the wicked big screen road. I got a blue one and a black one. I'll most likely open the blue one. First ever full screen vape. First ever full screen vape. Compatible with all Caliburn G3 series coils. 0.4 cartridge for stronger restricted direct lung vape. G3 Pro. G3 Pro. G3 Pro has arrived. See? You know, look, I told you it was Chinese mail. We got a Vaporesso Eco Nano. We got a UL Caliburn G3 Pro. We got another gen, which will get given away. The relentless pursuit of flavor has been engraved into Caliburn's DNA. It draws a great and gratifying experience like no other. When we talk about ultimate flavor, we think of Caliburn. Caliburn has set the standard of flavor when it comes to Caliburn. When it comes to Caliburn, flavor says it all. Oh, look at this propaganda. Neat. G3 Pro. Just going to read my little magazine here. PCTG zinc alloy. Okay. Nice. Approximately 92 grams in weight, if you can imagine that. 3 mil e-liquid capacity. You'll love to see it. 0.4 and a 0.9. 1000 mAh battery. Full screen dynamic user interface. Let's go. Adjustable voltage, 5 to 35 watts, auto draw and button, Type-C charging, Profox favor technology, more refined appearance, more demure, with a brushed metal zinc alloy. A brushed metal zinc alloy. Bussin'. Bussin'. Busting. Busting. I got to keep the propaganda. Busting. Well, you know, that's the mail from China. That's the mail from China. Snowho Vape and Brew. I appreciate you, bro. I'll see you on Twitter. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my dude. Keep fighting the good fight. Call me crazy. The flavor on the A2 and A3 is better than the G3. Coil is closer to the mouth and the draw is better. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. I don't know if I agree with you. I'm going to need to put them side by side. I abandoned all of my A2 and A3 coils when the G3 came out. I abandoned it all. Honestly, for flavor right now, the Oxva coils for the Slim Pro and the Slim Pro 2 and the Slim Go these are beautiful coils. Beautiful. Wicked good flavor. In fact, I have a bone to pick with Facemeat because he sent me licorice flavored liquid. Yeah, remember this? Licorice flavored liquid. It says black metal licorice, 12 milligram, 50-50, rectal use only. This is like straight up one of my favorite liquids now. I need an endless supply of this. It's awesome in a mouth to lung. Awesome in a mouth to lung. And it's like a sweet black licorice that I love the shit out of, and I can't vape it around Casey. She hates it. Hates it. You ended up bowing to peer pressure and bought a Purple Blaze Max? Well, listen, you're gonna get a solid vape. Just turn that airflow way down. Way down. Way down. So far down. I'm gonna dip in on the super chats and then we're gonna start wrapping this up because we're going so long with very random liquid tasting. But first,
F the FDA. F the FDA.
I'm going to put F the FDA on bumpers from now on, every bumper that I do. F the FDA. We got a couple more super chats here. Pink Aspects. You know, you didn't say anything. You don't ever have to. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And then James says, MTVD shirts. A newborn ruined my Grimm Army shirt. I forgave him though. Yeah, you tend to do with newborns. You know, you can't hold newborns too accountable for their actions in any way. Even though they ruined a perfectly good Grimm Army t-shirt. Here's the thing, James. Yeah, you know, I say that I want to do a lot of merch, but then I end up doing none. And it's because I you know, there's a million excuses. I have a million excuses if you want to hear them all, but ultimately it comes down to I just don't have room on my plate to pile more food on. So I'm going to do stickers soon. And I would like to do t-shirts. I want to do MTVD t-shirts. I want to do a bunch of stuff. It's just expensive and time consuming and lots of things. So MTVD will go somewhere. You know, it'll end up somewhere. We should make it bigger so people really know it's the vlog, you know? Like, what are you watching? Fucking MTVD. It's the vlog right here. Check it out. But yeah, I do want to do something with the MTVD. It's too dope. It's just too dope. You know what they say? It's too dope. But what I'm going to do right now is let's start wrapping this up. Let's do a very random ass liquid tasting. You know the rules. Shirts off in the pitch. Shirts off in the Okay, you guys. I got 3 liquids here. It's narrowed down. This is whittled down. I left 4 bottles over there. That's my staging area for the very random liquid tastings. That's the staging area, you know? There was like 7 bottles up there, and I narrowed it down to these 3 because these are the ones I kind of want to taste. So let's get a new poll going. Let's check in on this. 88% of you would rather eat cold food, but it tastes good. 12% of you said always warm food, but it's bland. Yeah. I'm really conflicted on this because if food is meant to be warm, I can't eat it cold. I can't. With the exception of pizza, maybe, but I heat up pizza. I don't like cold leftovers. Like if I make a big slab of lasagna or something, and then I go in there for the next day leftovers, which is awesome, and I hit it in the microwave or something, and the middle's still cold, ruins it. Ruins the whole thing. I can't handle warm food that's supposed to be cold. Now, if you're talking about cold food that's supposed to be cold, yeah, I'll eat cold food that's supposed to be cold all day long. Give me a salad, give me some sashimi, give me some sushi rolls. I'm good. But as a general rule, I avoid cold food. I don't like it. And so I might opt for the warm but bland food because then maybe I'll lose some weight, Maybe some bland food would help me help me cut down my waistline a little bit. That's okay. So it's the very random liquid tasting. Let me just plug these in. And okay. There's a poll in the chat right now. The liquids that we have up tonight, FDH, Southie, a Nutty Buddy. FDH, Southie, that's one to vote for. Suicide Bunny, Triton Distribution, they're going all the way to the Supreme Court. I figure the least I could do is taste a few of their liquids every once in a while, but we got Suicide Bunny's Sucker Punch. And then lastly, it's the JMW, Juice My Way Premium Succulents, which I have no idea what this tastes like, but it's JMW, so it's probably pretty quality, and that's the vote. Go vote. Vote now. If you don't vote today, then you don't get to vote,
and it's funky. And while you guys are voting, I am going to real quickly re-wick this. I'm going to be vaping this tonight out of the Zoo 1 on top of a Black Empire. If the juice is good enough, it's going to get put into this little squonky bottle right here. Fun K. If you don't on a day, then you don't get the vote. Fun K. Let me just wick this real quick. If you don't vote today, then you don't get to vote. That's just how it is. Funky. Dude, it's Team Single Coil, man. It's so easy to wick. I love a good single coil. I feel like that's all we really need. Do we really need dual coils? Do we really need dual coils? For real? Yeah, Suicide Bunny's always been a weird name. Suicide Bunny. Suicide Bunny. You can vote for yourself, Steve-O. You can vote for yourself. Let's see how the polling is going. Suicide Bunny's in the top spot right now. 41%. Succulents can catch up. Succulents could beat Sucker Punch. Southie, peanut butter, might be hanging out at the bottom there. Might be hanging out at the bottom there, you know? That's okay. Your time will come. The time will come. The time will come for Southie. It's hanging around, you know? Everybody vote. Please vote. If you don't vote right now, then you don't get to vote. And it's funky. Let's go, Steve. Let's go, Steve. 33% to... Oh, Suicide Bunny, Sucker Punch. I think it's going to win. I think it's going to win. I'll let this go a little bit longer, but there's not many more people in the chat than there are votes. So I'll let you go. Man, I have some... Maybe it's the lactose. Maybe it's the lactose in that beer giving me so many bubble guts right now. So many bubble guts. Oh, sorry. What's that, Chuck?
F the FDA. That's right.
I just want to make sure that was very, very clear. Very clear. Southie. All right, we're going to go with Suicide Bunny. I think that's far enough of a lead. Does that feel like far enough of a lead? I might even move these guys over. Start the knuckling process. Give a little shake. Yeah, QHB, here's the thing. These are reformulations of the original Suicide Bunny stuff. The original Suicide Bunny stuff, Pip and Suicide Bunny, they had a really successful liquid line that was, arguably at one point the biggest liquid line in the country was Suicide Bunny. I remember going to vape shows where it was Suicide Bunny compound, and they have 19 employees for 4 lines of liquid. All those are gone, and this is a sort of remade, reformulated Suicide Bunny, and so far the ones I've had haven't been my fave. Dual coil is life! I love a good dual coil too. I love a good dual coil. But single coils, okay, here we go. We're going with Suicide Bunny. Suicide Bunny Sucker Punch wins it. Suicide Bunny Sucker Punch. And a special extra shout out to Suicide Bunny and Triton Distribution for just suing the shit out of the FDA. Just suing the shit out of the FDA. Even if this is bad liquid, I respect that into the ground. Just eternally respect suing of the FDA. Let's knuckle this. Okay, that's pretty good. What is this supposed to taste like? What is Suicide Bunny Sucker Punch? What am I tasting? Fruitiness?
I'm going to have to look this up. I'm going to have to Google this. Just, applying liquid. And if you want to get real up here, you can really apply some juice. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Of a macro shot of wet cotton. Oh. Give it to me. Is that a beautiful sight or what? So I'm just going to do some dripping on this. And if I like it enough, it's going to go in the bottle and I'm going to keep vaping it. If it doesn't quite blow my skirt up, it's not going in the bottle. It's not going in the bottle. Listen, succulence is going to stick around. I found a little stash of JMW, bro. And I thought, yep, that's going up tonight. It'll continue. I'm going to taste that. I'm going to taste that succulence at some point. Milk of the poppy minus strawberry. Thor time. Creamy dragon fruit. Creamy dragon fruit, Thor time says. Creamy dragon fruit. I'm going to open this airflow up just a hair. We got a 0.24 at, let's do 55 watts. All right. Cheers. Off the knuckle, it was kind of just sweet. I couldn't quite place like a flavor. But if you're telling me it's a creamy dragon fruit, let's try this out. Okay. Give me a sec. I'm going to mute my microphone so you won't be able to hear anything. Okay. Hold on. Back off there, 7th floor tango. You want to back up? So, here we go. Sucker punch. Suicide bunny sucker punch. Whoever said creamy dragon fruit? Super accurate. It is a creamy dragon fruit, but it kind of vapes to me like a yogurt. It's like a dragon fruit yogurt, kind of. Whoops. Hey. It's kind of like a dragon fruit yogurt. That's how I would describe this. There's something weird going on in this liquid. Something a little bit weird. Maybe it's the dragon fruit. Dude, orphan tears, yeah. Fluid. Listen, there's a lot of DIY fluids out there. Fluid was... People remember Fluid. I can't believe I have vapors. Das Vapor, Shaun of the Dead. You guys remember Fluid. That's cool as shit. That makes me feel like you're OGs, like you've been hanging out this whole time, you know? I like that. I like running across people in the vape space who've been like, oh yeah, I've been here since like 2013. That's sick. 9-year club? 10-year club? Orphan tears? Fluid. I could never vape Fluid. You vaped it for a week and got vapor tongue really quick? Maybe I just don't love dragon fruit. I eat dragon fruits, the actual fruits, but maybe I don't like it in a vape. Shit, bringing out Boba's Bounty. Boba's Bounty. I couldn't stand Boba's Bounty. And both Boba's Bounty and Orphan Tears. In fact, you can still get Orphan Tears. Just want you to know that that still exists. I like dragon fruit. Maybe I just don't like vaping it because it vapes to me like a yogurt. It vapes to me like a yogurt, but doesn't have much dragon fruit to it. The dragon fruit feels a little like mellow, and it feels more creamy than dragon fruity. But it's very yogurty, I would say. Glopes, you good? Hey, Grimm, got to catch a replay this week. I just want to poke in at the end here. Oh, Glopes. Keep it real, Glopes. Gloops? Okay, Gloops. Like Voops. Glooper the Vooper. Thank you for swinging by. Thank you for swinging by. I think I liked Fluid more than I liked Boba's Bounty because Boba's Bounty to me always tasted like wood. It tasted like wet wood. It tasted like a wet deck. You know, like a backyard deck that's sitting in the rain. That's what Boba's Bounty tasted like to me. Aged liquids. Oh yeah, aged liquids. There was a Suicide Bunny aged liquid as well. Aged liquid. Cutwood. Yeah, Cutwood had a aged liquid as well. Johnson Creek. Nope. I did not like Johnson Creek. I think Johnson Creek had like one flavor I liked, but I did not jam on Johnson's Creek. Johnson Creek was, man, I haven't heard that name in a wicked long time. Hey, you're bringing out Namber Juice. I miss all of the Namber Juice flavors, truly and honestly. I think I've told the story too many times to even comprehend. But I tried to purchase the recipes, and I was planning on releasing all of the Namber Juice liquids, every single one of them, to the DIY world. Here's the recipes. Go nuts. Couldn't buy them. My business partner literally would not let me. And then the prices that he gave me, he was as a fucking joke. Anyway, that's the story of Namber Juice. This is good, but I don't think it's going to go in the bottle, you know? I don't think it's going to go in the bottle. I would drip this for a few days, maybe. Binge Vapor. That's a name I've not heard. Wow, Binge Vapor. I never had the Carousel, but I do remember Binge Vapor. Dude, they're from Mount Baker. Ben. Hawk Sauce. Remember Hawk Sauce? What's up, Wolfheart Moonspell? I see you over there on Twitch. There was one company, I can't even remember the name. They were just a flash in the pan company. They were around for like a year and then they just disappeared. But at the SoCal Vape Expo in 2015, February 2015 at the SoCal Vape Expo, they had a bottle of liquid in like this glass like amulet or something. It was like a long glass piece that was pointed on the end and it kind of tapered. And then there was a cork in the end and it was a bottle of e-liquid. And it was like a custard or something, and it had actual flakes of real gold floating in the goddamn e-liquid, and they were selling this bottle of e-liquid for $1,000. $1,000 bottle of e-liquid, aged custard with gold flakes floating in it. And I remember talking to the guy, and I said, "Have you sold any of those?" And he goes, "No, but I only need to sell a few." I thought, wow, what an outlook to have. On my really overpriced e-liquid, I only need to sell a few. I don't think he could have sold one of those bottles for $500. Nope, there was crab juice. You are correct. For a while in the vape space, at all the vape shows, and this was like all of 2013 and all of 2014, there was probably like 6 shows scattered in there, but it was the same people at every show. You know, the vape community was real small back then, and there was a company
RAR? Was it RAR Vapor? Who was the company? Someone walked around with a bottle of crab juice e-liquid and you did the crab juice challenge. And they would film you vaping crab juice and then put together a big compilation and be like, ha ha ha, we got all these people to vape crab juice. It was awful. I vaped it. There's a video of it that exists. It's awful. It was the worst thing I've ever vaped in my life. And I vaped pizza e-liquid that tasted exactly like pizza. And that was not worse than the crab juice. Pizza was better. Muse juice? Yeah. I remember Muse juice.
Yeah, literally $20 of gold in a glass tube.
With the e-liquid, $1,000. I remember there was a big, like, script-written, like, sign and a big script-written price tag. It was like 1,000, and it was like Old English font with a fountain pen on, like, parchment paper. 1,000, and it was like a gold and red ribbon on it. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. I was like, you can DIY liquid for like a few pennies,
Here's where we're landing on the dragon fruit. I'm going to go ahead and wind this down.
It's good. It tastes like a dragon fruit-ish yogurt, but it tastes honestly a little bit bland. Tastes a little bit bland, Suicide Bunny. And I hate to say something about Triton Distribution because Triton Distribution, sticking it to the man, damn the man, save the empire, Triton Distribution. Unfortunately, this sucker punch, I think it's going to be a not for me liquid. I think it's going to be a not for me. I think Gunny claimed it, so that Suicide Bunny can go straight into Gunny's mailbox. It's pretty good. It's pretty okay. I don't think I want to vape it any more than I am right now.
Grant's
vanilla custard was like literally the biggest letdown of all letdowns that I've ever experienced in the vape space, because Grant's vanilla custard was just, dude, hyped. Everybody wanted Grant's vanilla custard. Then they did it right. They did like limited releases. They're like, no, this batch isn't ready yet. It needs more love and magic put into it. It's not ready yet. You can't buy Grant's vanilla custard right now. You have to get on a waiting list for Grant's vanilla custard. Everybody, Grant's vanilla custard, Grant's vanilla custard, Grant's vanilla custard. And I thought, well, I need to try this liquid. So I bought a bottle of Grant's vanilla custard and it was fine. Kind of tasted like vanilla frosting to me, and I didn't understand why everybody's dicks got so hard for Grant's vanilla custard. And I think it was just the hype of it. It was the word of mouth of it and the limited releases of it. I'm pretty convinced it was just like a 2-ingredient custard. Pretty convinced. Yeah, Plumes of Hazard. That does date you. Although when I think of the timeline of vaping, the Plumes of Hazard was like 3rd generation. And I don't, like, if you're not still around right now in the vape space, then you don't get a claim to the generation that you were part of. You've abandoned it. You don't get to be part of the cool kids. I'm just kidding. Of course you can. Of course anybody can. All right, you guys. Shit. That's it. You guys, that's it. I can't believe it. Let me take a break. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, there's not much. It's not much, man. It's not much. We had a little bit of mail, mostly Chinese mail. Maybe we can get some more bussin' mail next week. But we had the highlight of this vlog, let's be real, besides the beer, it's the retro vape. It's the retro vape. It's the retro vape, Reagan. I see you guys over there on chat, on Twitch, keeping it real. I appreciate that. You want the smoke to come out of somewhere else? Wait till you see this magic trick. Ready? Did you see it? Came out of my eye. Out of my eye. You might not have been able to see it, but I assure you that it definitely did happen. Out of my eyeball. Right out of it. All right, you guys, listen, here's the thing. I think we're done. I think we're kind of done.
The highlight has definitely been the retro vape.
This thing rules. Liquid tasting's pretty good. Some pretty okay mail. Like, that's not really exciting mail. I mean, I'm excited about it, but that doesn't mean that a lot of people are. Mostly that's just work
for me. I get to start some reviews tomorrow, and that'll be great. I'm still working on a let me spill some tea for you guys here. I told my patrons this, but I'm in the middle of working on a sort of week in the life of GrimmGreen, little maybe miniature documentary. It's going to be about 15 minutes long, maybe 15, 20 minutes long, and it's going to be a week in the life of GrimmGreen, and it's taking me a lot longer than I had initially anticipated to shoot it, to edit it. It's just taking a really long time. I realized it's difficult to do work while I'm trying to document the work that I'm doing. It's added an extra huge step. So I'm trying to do that soon. Week in the life of GrimmGreen. I want to get my documentary chops up because I'm really fixing to do like a big vaping documentary. I know the people I'm going to interview. I know where I have to travel. It's just a matter of money at this point. I don't have a name for it, but it's going to be an actual like record of all of this starting in 2008. Starting in 2008, and we're going to go all the way. I think I want to go all the way up until the Juul youth vaping epidemic. Like the story of vaping before that needs to be told. It needs to be told. So just trying to get my chops up, it takes more than a week to show a week in the life of GrimmGreen. It's Chuck. Yes, it's true. It's very true. It's very true. So, hey, I love you guys. Peace out. I'm going to say goodbye. Be excellent to each other. Vaping fucking rules. Smoking sucks. Vaping's going to save the world. It's going to change the world. Flavors are going to help it. We're going to help it. We're going to reduce harm all over the planet, and you can't stop us. We're going to get so many people to quit smoking cigarettes, you won't even be able to keep up, FDA. You won't even be able to keep up. Yeah, I got to go. I got to peace out. It's the end of the night. I'm going to clean up my office. I'm going to go kick it with the patrons. I'm going to order some Taco Bell tonight because it's Thursday, and I eat Taco Bell on Thursdays. That's just my jam. That's just what I do. So, hey, peace out, you guys. I love you. Be excellent to each other. Be excellent to yourselves. Practice radical empathy. Practice kindness. And that doesn't mean you don't have to be dishonest. There's a way to be completely honest and to critique something without being a piece of shit, like without being an asshole, So don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Be awesome and keep being awesome. Reagan over there on Twitch, what vape flavor should I be for Halloween? You shouldn't be a vape for Halloween. It's been done. Cardboard box, aluminum foil, you're a box mod. You put a big button on the side, you're a box mod. You're a hexome. Get a little hat that's like take a trash can, put it over your head. Atomizer. Easy. Atomizer. Do it, take pictures, post them. If you didn't take pictures, then it didn't happen, Pixar, it didn't happen. Anyway, peace out, everyone. Good night. Good luck. Be excellent. And we're going to end this stream. It's my BFF. It's Homeboy OC, and he believes he can fly, so I think we can believe in ourselves for a second. Peace out, everybody. See you next week.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky any time of year. Dun 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 dun. I believe I can fly.
Everybody left, but there's some super chats left. Don't leave. There's still some super chats left. Don't leave, everybody. Georgia boy. Hey, YOYOY. Georgia boy. I love you, man. Thank you for that super chat. Sewer rug. YOYOY and salutations. Sewer rug. Yeah. I just wanted to say that the Grimm Army is looking good tonight, and I'm glad I caught the end of this vlog. Keep fighting the good fight and stay cool kids. Sewer rug. I like just seeing your face here. That's enough for me, man. And Ben. Finally, Ben. May not catch you live in a while, so hey, love you. Hey, Ben, love you. Swing by, man. You don't need to be a stranger. I like seeing your face here. Okay, now, okay, there's no more hella chats. There's no more super chats. I'm not going to let this stream end if I don't read everything. Okay, there's no more hella chats. We're good on the super chats. Okay, friends. Now, I love you. Goodbye. Be excellent to each other. Be excellent to yourselves. All the things. Practice radical empathy. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. practice kindness, and vaping rules. Okay, bye.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky any time of year. Dun 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 dun. I believe I can fly.